Boring. Arsenal, what's going on there? Hello and welcome to Sunday Night Social here at the Adams Arms, a hostelry for the hopeful, a place where football is still fun, but all around us, the ghoulish Halloween weekend, people are looking for ways to be miserable. Have you found any? Arsenal, comfortable away winners at Burnley. It was one of those games where just as you're sort of settling down to get worried, just as you're starting to think, what could possibly go wrong here? Are they going to hold out? We get a corner and we score from it. And it's not just that, it's also Gyökeres, because it feels a little bit like some of the things that people have been finding to complain about, obviously, is Gyökeres a failure, or that's not the word I'm looking for. Is he a flop? Sorry. And you kind of think, well, there's only 4 players in the Premier League scored more than him. He certainly outscored Ekitike and Alexander Isak put together. I'm taking a bit of a liberty there. Obviously, Alexander Isak hasn't scored at all. But add Florian Wirtz to that if you want to. And it cost, a third as much as those two put together. So, I don't know. It feels like people are starting to congregate around the idea that Arsenal are going to win the league. I think it's too soon to talk about that, but we look good, huh? I can't remember a period of time where we've ever been more boring in a really good way. I'm really not trying to say that I think we should do anything at all but be this boring. It's just that, going away to Burnley, what happened to the days where it was a little bit scary to the end? What happened to the days where, they might score first and we had to dig it out, a la Newcastle? It feels like so long ago that we were all panicking because Manchester City had come to the Emirates and managed to leave with a point. Liverpool were beating teams, even though they probably shouldn't have been based on the stats. And we were just about grinding out results against City and Liverpool. And now, well, Liverpool and Man City did win. Man City winning earlier today with a thoroughly convincing performance against Bournemouth, which puts them just 6 points behind us now after 10 games gone. There are lots of things that I think you could be really superstitious about as an Arsenal fan. You could definitely start to think maybe we shouldn't be talking about titles just yet. We've all lived through massive disappointment over the last 3 years. And it's been good. We don't have to disagree about this. It doesn't have to be an argument. We can all say that it's been better than it was before the last 3 years, but not quite good enough, at least not quite good enough for some of us. And honestly, it's too early in the season to talk about titles. It's particularly too early in the season to be talking about the fact that Jose Mourinho's 15 goals in a season is under threat if in the first 10 games we've only conceded 3 goals. And those 3 goals were a worldie by Szoboszlai, a really good goal by Erling Haaland, who, let's face it, is a one-man team. In fact, I have taken to calling them one-man City. And when the other goal is Voltemada at Newcastle, I suppose that's the only one you can be a bit iffy about. This team, looking really good. So, things I want to talk about though is I do want to address the elephant in the room, which is I think we should be allowed to talk about it, but we should also be allowed to talk about it without necessarily hyping it up too much. This is starting to look real, isn't it? We go away to Sunderland next week and City play Liverpool. One of them or both will drop points. And then are we looking at, if we can win that game, are we looking at a 9-point lead over one of them with 11 games gone? And then we've got Spurs. So I want to, first of all, I want to say a massive thank you. There's a lot of you about, and I was a little bit late, right? But I was late. I put together a lovely intro for this and it didn't upload. And I didn't want to start without it, but in the end I had to. So life is lifing. Hawkwind. I should have just, you've been first so often regularly. Hawkwind. Hawkwin. Geese. How are you today? Lucky Singh's here. Go on, Lucky Singh. How are you doing? Dug it out. Looked like it was going to be a defeat. Still not able to put lots of wins in a row together. But Man United, I honestly thought yesterday there was a point where Man United was second, we were top. I was like, oh, if this is how it's going to be, this is a throwback to the 90s. I like it. Hey, boss man and legends in the chat. Malia's here. Always great to see you, Malia. And Queen of Tea, how art thou now that summer has ended and winter is coming? Oh, someone's been at the booze. There he is, Lone Star Londoner. Afternoon. Of course, it is afternoon in Texas. Here it is a nice, chilly, minus God knows what. It's cold enough that I don't even need to put today's sponsored beer, Saison 64. Sorry, I've been speaking a bit of French today. Did a bit of filming on a French recipe, which is coming over the next week. Editing is happening. Foodsball, we're calling it. The new section, food to enjoy with football. Football to enjoy with food, whatever you want to call it. Lone Star Londoner, great to see you. Can I get some suggestions? What's the most popular sandwich in the Lone Star estate? Is it just steak sandwich? Is it something as boring as that? And I'm good, thanks. Don't mind the winter, actually, so it's all good. Hope you're good yourself. I don't mind the winter. I'm very much looking forward to Christmas. Getting my smoking jacket on, getting a cigar going, a few cognacs, brandies, whatever. So very much looking forward to that. Look at this, though. He's giving me a hard time already. Where is the lad? Later than Aubameyang. I don't think that's fair. But absolutely, if you want to strip me of my captaincy, I'd arm wrestle ya. I think Dan forgot to put his gloves back. No, he didn't. Just, 5 minutes. Come on, guys. Even landlord, I'll have a pint of what Premier Champs drink and put it in the biggest cup you have. Oh, and a packet of chicken itchings, as I think the pork scratchings are out of date. The pork scratchings don't go out of date. Big shout. I hope he's in tonight. Oh, there he is. I've seen him already. We'll get to you in a second. He's parking up his Porsche as we speak, Porsche. Or he's deciphering his porch. More like Morris Minor. Neither, actually. I just walk from the main house to the servants' quarters and then through the servants' quarters to the hidden Gooner cave. You know what I think already. We all know what you think, but it's great to hear it. So share it. Boy Tendio in the house. And Coles, good evening. Coles, as we've talked about before, you have a habit of writing bollocks under a video if you can't think of a comment or if you haven't seen it yet. May I ask for a less salubrious word? Could we just say something like, this was great, or thumbs up? I have this feeling that people don't know, and they come and watch a video, and then they just see the one comment under it says bollocks. I'm not sure that's how we sell these comments, but I appreciate you a great deal. You know I do. My position doesn't change all season. Unless we get knocked out of something, then I think I may say treble instead of quadruple. It's exactly it. I think you I'm not saying quadruple. I'm not talking about, I don't give a shit about the quadruple because I think it's so wholly unrealistic. Principally because 3 cups, you need a lot of luck. Doesn't, who's done it as well? Who's done it? If we're talking about quadruples, why are you on quadruple? Why are you falling short of the sextuple? Remember that winning the quadruple qualifies you for 2 more tournaments, the Super Cup and, of course, the Community Shield. Not to mention, potentially, ultimately, the World Club Cup, but I don't really understand the format of that. Utopia, Gooner. And fun, football. Yes, who needs it? Who cares for fun? Any other comps we're in? I want to say we're in for the quintuple. Well, like I just said, if we win the league, we go to the Community Shield. And the sextuple is when you win your version of the Community Shield as well as the Super Cup, which, of course, is played between the winners of Europa Cup and the Champions League. And it heavily favours the Champions League team. Even Tottenham were 2-0 up with very little time to go. They still managed to pull out Spursy loss, sorry. Dan is still celebrating Halloween in November. Yeah, do you know what? It's a backdrop. It's a weekend of ghoulish excitement. Enjoy yourself. Trick or treat later for you. Too soon. Too soon indeed. Bollocks. You turn on the game, you think the opposition will make us sweat, and you're left disappointed because of another clean sheet. And it didn't get a shot on target. There was a shot that bounced into the ground before Raya got to it. Doesn't count. That's by definition off target. I can't straighten out my sign. You'll just have to. Can you just sit more like that, or something? I don't know. We'll deal with it. Another. It's you saying that because we ears, big arms, dipped in sherbet, Herbert, Earth, Ernie Vader isn't here yet. I see him not. Raise the standards. You know why you can't say we're going to win it? Because that Arsenal sweater you got is salmon pink. First of all, it's not a sweater. It's a jacket. Second of all, it's not salmon pink. It's a nice bright red. Bosh, what a gone in it, fam. Bosh. Raise the standards. Good evening and greetings, everyone. Jose is here. Brilliant to see you. We're winning games. What standards are there to be raised? That's the problem. Essentially, that's the problem. No one's quite sure how we can further raise the standards. Because if you spend your life saying that Arteta's clueless, has put together a really shit team for too much money, and couldn't manage his way out of a paper bag, and then you look at the table and you think, God, we're actually doing really well. We're doing really well. We've had a really difficult run of games, and we've only lost one. We're the only team in the Premier League to have only lost one game. We've scored the second highest number of goals. Of course, didn't help the one-man City, rampant again today. Against I felt bad for Bournemouth, but I felt more bad for me because Rangers didn't start, which meant Gravenberch, who I'd stupidly kept on the bench, got 11 points. And I thought, well, if Rangers doesn't start, fancy Premier League, what a liberty. Everyone's favourite second teams of Bayern, Madrid, Barca et al. Do not have a better goal difference than us. It'd be hard to top our goal difference. We're just not going to concede any goals. We're not conceding shots on target. This is really weird, isn't it? Like, when does this ever happen before? I can't remember any time in my Arsenal supporting life where I was watching games going, I hope they don't get a shot on target. This is a really great run to be on. It's madness. I mean, I don't know what next. I'll start counting the number of times they're actually in our half, or how many times they actually touch the ball and olaying them. We aren't just winning these matches. People talk about it was very popular to talk about the handbrake off. I don't know. I mean, I think whether handbrake is on or off, I don't know what gear we're in, because we played that game at Burnley like, oh, that's done now. Just rotate everyone, get everyone off the pitch. Was that? I think it was. Right, so I've given my opinion, but I think that's Gyökeres' best performance. I know he did really well against Leeds, but in terms of the work rate, I have, as you all know, regular watchers will know that I'm not massively impressed by him and his techers. But I love him because he's got an Arsenal shirt on and he worked hard to get that Arsenal shirt on, and I respect him and he's one of ours. And I always love players who fight for the team, and you definitely saw that. And you saw that in buckets on Saturday. He's absolutely tearing around the place. Our first line of defence is our number 9, and I'm really pleased with him. I think muscle injury, they said it was, that took him off at half-time. I had to feel for him, though, because it looked like there were other goals in that game for him. Is this his breakthrough? Has he done enough now to convince detractors? Of course not. Winning isn't good. It's just necessary. I haven't seen Yardman. I went out to shops earlier. I was thinking, I must check out and see what Yardman's opinion on this was. When did it look like it was going to be a defeat? Can't be talking about an Arsenal game. Exactly. There it is. It's okay, Dan. I was late once, thought I was pregnant until I remembered I'm male. Those green sticks sure do mess with the mind, if you know what I mean. I think I do, but it's been a while since I smoked as much herb as you. Wish I was in Texas, where everything is bigger. Fresh drip, art drippy, sup geezer. Evening, Dan. Charles is here. I don't see Rosie, but if you're saying hello, she may be here. If you're a seahorse, then you can definitely get pregnant as a male. Thanks for that. I can take a sip now. Unofficial, unsponsor. Cronenberg, 664. It's a lager. It's the only drink you can enjoy football to. Let me know if I'm wrong. What a burger. It's called Texas. Zanzi, you legend. Big up, Dan. Massive elevations to you too, dear boy. Big up, Dan, Zanzi, Rosie, Miss Melina, Malia, and everyone in the chat. Have a great time here at the Adams Arms. Get your questions in, your schlags. Yes, do get your questions in. That's very well put. Hey, Zanzinator, you good, mate. Where is Rosie? We don't know. I don't have access to the tag information. You love my bollocks, Dan. I love that you write something, but could a Gluminati work just as well? I hope you're good. Dan, which is it? Which is that one or two player who, if injured, will massively derail a Premier League title challenge? Any layoff beyond a month? I mean, for me, Declan, every season he's climbing up the Ballon d'Or ladder massively. Yeah, definitely Declan. I thought it was really interesting. Now, I think everywhere you look amongst the Arsenal fan base, there is a little bit of getting ahead of ourselves, and I'm guilty of it. And I think we're gonna do a little bit of that tonight. But in the Canon podcast, they were talking about Hincapié and Mosquera and saying, how would they rank in the world's best centre-back partnerships? And I know that they've barely played together, but they look so good when they did play against Brighton. I mean, could you see them in 6 months' time being like almost as good as Gabriel and Saliba? I don't know. But I think if you lose Gabriel or Saliba, it feels like we have cover. Obviously, Odegaard has been out. Of the players, I think Declan Rice is definitely a player that we don't want to lose to injury for more than a couple of months or weeks, or ideally not at all, because he was head and shoulders the man of the match for me on Saturday. And a really strong performance. And you've got to say that a big part of the reason we're not conceding goals is because he's on everybody every moment. Then there's also the boy, the star boy. But I say that with we did lose him the last couple of months. It's proven that when you lose Saka, it's almost terminal to your season. So I'd say Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka. Let us know in the comments if Charles, let me know who it would be for you. But yeah, I mean, Declan Rice is one double away from being a very strong candidate on the Ballon d'Or. Even if I don't necessarily think he's definitely playing his right position. But you can't really criticize. I mean, if you are going to criticize Arteta, maybe this is like the worst time to do it, because what's he done wrong? I mean, are there people out there going, we should score 5 against Burnley? Don't care. I mean, only one team scored more goals than us, and they've got a machine in the shape of a man. One Man City. All good, thank you, Malia. Hope it's all good your side. We will win. We will be the ones to do the quadruple. Stick it on their head tops. Lord it over them. Give them large ones like a fresh something chat on Sunday, I guess. Ooh to be. Right, that could be a new comment instead of bollocks even. I'm so hyped for this season. I didn't think Arsenal winning the league would happen like this. It's really good. Listen, do you know what? I mean, if it does, it can't carry on like this. It's not sustainable. We can't just keep winning. I don't know what I was doing there. Official unsponsor. If you're watching Cronenberg, let's have it. Come on, you know you want some. Get in. But I mustn't have too much of that. It turns me very working class indeed. What the fuck is Trossard hair? I love it. But let me go back to Boyatendier's point. So this season just reminds me of 91. But when 91 was happening, I couldn't believe all the way through that it was just so processional. We were scoring and then they couldn't score. So, I mean, that season, we conceded 17 or 18 goals, and I can never remember which. I will quickly look it up, though, because I've just... I know it's 17, 18 or 19. In fact, it was 18. So we conceded 18 goals in 91 and lost only one game. Is that on? Obviously, it's not the record. But that felt by about the time that Tony Adams was released from prison, because that season we were also deducted 2 points and had our captain sent to prison. So by the end of that season, though, it was just... we're going to do this. And the end came when an Ian Woan goal from Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool. So we didn't even have to kick a ball against Man United, and the trophy was presented at Highbury. Wonderful, wonderful day that was. But that season has remained for me a processional season that we've never really done since. Yes, the Invincibles was a bit like that. But something about 91, this is really familiar territory to me. And this start is better than the start we had in 91. Can't answer a question about Trossard hair, but you're talking about a little grey bit. Fandaberose. There's only one Fandaberose. I've got an image of me doing that in Spain on a summer holiday, having drunk too much sangria. And I don't even like sangria. if I am going to drink something on holiday or at home, it will, of course, be the unofficial. Can I get in trouble for doing this? They're not going to sue me for drinking Kronenberg on YouTube, are they? Maybe. I mean, no one can prove it's Kronenberg. It might just be a couple of cans. It might be just water. I might just be trying to convince everyone I'm a lush. Or, as Earth Vader would say, a Gert lush. Where is he? Great to see you, Rosie. Evening, Dan. You look like the feeling when someone on a beach in Bali watching the sunrise wrapped in a blanket and drinking something refreshing. Okay. Well, I'll take that, obviously. And where are we? I'm still collecting the toys I threw out of the pram after Liverpool and City. Don't mind me. That's already my favourite comment of the night. Mate, that is brilliant. Yeah, do you know what? But I think it comes down to we all want this so much. We get frustrated when we see it falling apart. The game against Liverpool was utterly disappointing because it didn't seem like we had any idea. I mean, you look at it now and you think maybe we should have gone for it. I'm not trying to create problems where there shouldn't be any, but Liverpool, okay, so they beat Villa on Saturday night, and it was a dull game. It was a tired game, but is this going to kickstart their season? Can they move on from there? What gear are we in? Cruise control. Very well put, Zanzi. There he is. Oi, Razor, we got a solid defence and I'm happy with it. You want some? Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Cole Superstar. I've seen Dan's OnlyFans. It's really weird. I think it's only fan and it's only you in there, and it is weird. But, you have to give you a £4.99 a month's worth. I have no idea how much people charge on OnlyFans. I've actually never been on that site. Not knowingly anyway. Even Herbert believes in this Arsenal team. Even Herbert. Even Ernie. We his big arms dipped in sherbet Herbert. Yeah, I thought it was a little crazy. So when he brought out the mayo, I switched off. That's not... No, I'm not doing that joke. I think we're in second gear in attack and in fourth gear in defense. We've got 6 gears to go through in both parts of the field. I'm doing a video tomorrow, so I don't want to give too much away, but I've worked out what the special sauce in this season's defense is that wasn't there before, that's lifting everything, like a touch of monosodium glutamate. The HP was the... I'm telling you, they just look like condiments. Trust me. Lone Star, just a bit of course. Another Wolves manager said, "Oh no, this one seemed nailed on." I've stopped remembering their names now. What about West Ham beating Newcastle though? I mean, I'm so tired of people telling me how great Eddie Howe is. Well, how comes Eddie Howe, sponsored by Saudi Arabia, can't put a great run together? What's going on there? Seems to get away with murder, Eddie Howe. Yeah, he won a League Cup. Good for you. Okay. At this point, Rosie, I think we're just talking sauces. I think you're both saucy. Yep. What he done with the Ritz biscuits was deserving best. Didn't know you could fit them up there. Mate, come on. You might not be able to, but there's room. It's roomy. Compact and Bijou, if I'm an estate agent. Anthony Herbert... Oi, you Bristolian, get some real Cornish scrumpy for you, or it could be some water from an old tin mine. It won't matter. Just see if something floats in it. If it does, we're all good. We spilled the beans. They're not... No, they were beans, actually. Rice is world class. Thank you for bringing it back to the football via condiments and beans. Yes, rice is world class. Rice... I mean, we were all saying this the first season that we signed him, but do we still owe West Ham some money? It feels like we start. I mean, how often is a player going to cost over 100 million quid and you go, that is cheap? Yeah, I mean, we could build a hospital for that, but I think I'd rather have Declan rolls rice and peas. Love him. Love his energy. Hey, Anthony, I'm good. Thank you. Hope you're well, fella, you cheeky legend. Chris Nix, hey, my lovelies. How the dickens are you? I'm not going to be looking at Fantasy Premier League football, at least for a couple of days. I've got to get over I've got one hope, and that is that, there's a couple of players that hopefully they won't be playing tomorrow so that my first sub, Gravenberch, can come in with his 11 points. But it's really down to Ndiaye or Tarkowski. And is Ndiaye injured? I don't know. But that's all I've got left. That's all I've got. It's not been a bad week, but it's just when you've got 11 points on the bench for the second week running, it's just a little bit. Well, last week was worse. Mickey van der Ven was at 23 points. I will do a Wednesday night show on the Fantasy Premier League Gooner channel. So I'll keep you posted on that. And hope it's Cornish. I don't think any injury derails us, to be honest. Well, certainly not David Raya. I mean, it's just getting silly now, isn't it? And it's just getting silly. I mean, what? Or should we pay him? Should we just stop paying him match bonuses unless he actually has to save something? I've never known a period where a team, any team, I mean, correct me, someone dig out the annals of history. And yes, I said annals. Has any team ever just not had to deal with other shots on target of any kind? It's actually ridiculous now. I know it is. Beautifully personalised. Beauty personified, beg pardon. Rice delivers brilliant corners and free kicks. He does. Deliveroo of free kicks. NGL, I love Rosie. Fueling is mutual cause. I don't know why I've gone Welsh. The fish follow the Budwinser seagulls follows a troller. The Gluminati are adamant that we're going to lose. So I give it that we might lose one or two more games, but we already lost a game to Liverpool and our form went right back to us. And also, with the Invincibles gone, I did cheekily, because I don't think it's there yet, but I think if we do just proceed to the title, this team will be known as the Inevitables. There might be another catchier, pithier name for them, but so far, that's what it's feeling like. It's feeling like the Irresistibles or the Irrepressibles or the Inevitables. Just we go into matches. People are so worried about conceding corners or set pieces to us now. We're developing a real aura that nobody feels very confident against us. And manager after manager, we knock them down like Skittles and they come out and go, no, this is a really good team. So you got the Gluminati sphere saying, we're not that good. I've seen better. George Graham's team was better. And then you've got managers of football clubs who get paid a lot of money for their footballing knowledge and are in charge of making footballing decisions for a living, saying, no, these are the real deal. They've got everything. Scott Parker, I really like him. I liked his honesty when he got sacked after, was it a 9-0 defeat? But this is even better. I just think he was so deadpan, so honest, so straightforward about it. This team is the toughest team to play at the moment. I know things change quickly, and I am conscious that you can be in great form and then form can suddenly disappear. After all, Liverpool win the league and they win the first 5 games and then it goes off a cliff. But realistically, I don't see us going through losing 3 games in a row. So I can see us losing another 3 games this season, but that's all right. That'll still be fewer games lost, I think, than Man City or Liverpool. And this season, we've got 1 draw from 10 games. So it's not like we're getting too many draws either. We are winning games we didn't before, and we are points clear of where we should be, given the difficulty of teams we're facing. Dalman will be watching Pokemon on the plane to Slavia Praha. Is he going? I wasn't sure of that, but that's good news. This team is the best this century. That is a big old statement. I'm happy to discuss it. You have to win something before you can say stuff like that, surely to God. But still, it's just 10 games, still more drama to come. Nick Fadley, I clicked the like and I liked it. Good to have you here. Make sure you're clicking that like. Are we clicking the like, guys? Are we watching? Have we got something on in the background? Are we subscribed? Do the bell notifications alert you to my every move? If so, you're in for a treat because I am launching Foodsball this week, which has been a joy to make. But very ambitious I am. I'll say, I'm going to do 2 different things to try out. And then you eat 2 different meals and you're like, that's a lot, I'm not going to do this quickly. But look out for it. You can smoke weed on YouTube. I don't think they mind alcohol. I know that. And obviously, my own personal hero, couple of cans, Bosch. He's always saying couple of cans and then drinking what looks like toilet water out of a can. But no, I was more worried that I would get a letter from Cronenberg, Sesson, Soissons Quatre going, not you. You are not our brand. Don't want you drinking. No, Don't. So I must stress it's an unofficial unsponsorship, which, if you guys do your job and hit like, might very well bring us the big, I'm sharing. I will share the cans they send me. Slavia Praha could be 8th consecutive clean sheet for the team across all competitions, matching a club record that stood since 1903. I know we've already matched George Graham's record, which was 87, I think. We've already done that. It's just these records don't mean anything at all if you don't win silverware. Where's our Grimandi? Isn't Christian Norgard a little bit? I'd put Grimandi and Christian Norgard probably a bit better than him. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get to him now. Rice scoring and pointing to the air for his auntie who sadly passed away. Eze also pointed up to show respect. That was one of the great pictures. Honestly, that was a good one. It's annoying because I actually made up an intro with all those pictures in it, and just no. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me get back on point. Norgard. There he is. Gertlach. So, yes, thank you, Rosie. I'm reading through these as quickly as I can. God bless Rice's auntie, indeed. Have you seen the Moonshiners clips that are on YouTube? They drink super high-proof 80-plus booze. If that's allowed on Discovery's YouTube, your beer is surely allowed. Like I said, I'm not worried about. I'm going to play it. Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Let's all watch Lee Gunner and have a drink every time he says, guess what? Because editing some videos after the live stream on Friday, I was up really late and I noticed that Don Hussam actually went on Lee Gunner and they were having a proper argument about the ethical, how unethical it is for Hussam to be flogging these OK jerseys. The not real jerseys that are made in China cost a lot less than you would pay off the official club. And Lee Gunner was pointing out that this is an awful thing to do. And I was thinking, but you don't have any problem at all promoting the drinking of alcohol. I'd never sell my YouTube community. I was thinking I probably would. I mean, if it was okay with YouTube, and presumably it is, I probably would. I would probably let you guys make that decision yourselves. I don't think I would take gambling sponsorship, but alcohol. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. Once or twice a month I'll have, but Christmas. I drink a lot of alcohol at Christmas. And when I was watching Lee Gunner, I actually put it in chat. No one put anything I say in the chat. I subscribed to Lee Gunner for the duration of the whole chat. Only to find myself utterly bored by his slurring nonsense. But, a couple of cans. Every time he says, you've got to take a shot of Sambuca or whatever your poison is. Every time he says, guess what? Because he says it every sentence. Instead of saying, I don't know if you know this, or I want to tell you something, he says, guess what? I already did that. I'm already the cleverest person in the room. I'm calling it an early night. Superstars, have a wonderful night. Be good to each other. That is early. That's a half hour. But you know what, Rosie? I'll take a half hour of your company over several days of others. And mind you, she's leaving, guys, so you can be horrible to each other. There's no one taking care of the chat anymore. Coles and Jose are. You can't give early members of the evening, Rosie. That's not on. Jose's ahead at the moment. But who knows what Fresh Drip Art will say next. Oh, it's take care, Rosie Legend. Lots of love. Hope to see you Tuesday night. Malt Licky Texas is here. The special source in Arsenal defense is Urine Timber. No. But thanks for guessing along. No. There's something different. Urine Timber was our special source. He's part of the burger. No. Something extra. Something indefinable. Something with an aroma. What phase is Eddie Howe in? Looking kind of phase one-ish. Looking kind of bored. Felt for his. I mean, it's not a good journey if you're a Newcastle fan on a Sunday. That is it. Bournemouth. Maybe next time they should hire a fox to manage Wolves. Who is going to be the next manager at Wolves? Patrick Vieira. He's not working at the moment. Didn't go so well for him, Germain. Chelsea looking kind of phase three-ish. I can't decide about Chelsea. Jamie Gittins, who looked really good midweek, saw him play a bit. Love that they beat Tottenham. Hate Tottenham. You know I do. I hate Tottenham. I am a Tottenham hater. But it just felt sad. It feels a little bit, after a while, Chelsea beating Tottenham started to feel a little bit like it did in the old days, where it's just going to happen. And it's a little bit like waiting for someone to fall out of a wheelchair and then kicking them with Tottenham, innit? It just, although we play them not long from now, and I hope we do give them an absolute hiding. Down on the other side of the screen from the Gooner badge, it needs something like a badge saying Gert Lush. If only I had the sponsorship. Is your building contracting company called Gert Lush? Because I'll advertise you. Don't you worry, I will do it. Last time the Middlesex team won at home in the league was in April. How about West Ham winning today, though? Against Newcastle. I know Newcastle. But how about that? And they look really good. They look really good value for it. And a goal disallowed. Poor lad. That's Potts. His dad played for West Ham. Played like 5 million years and only scored 1 goal. Rice cooks better with the lid on. We definitely underpaid for Rice. He's impressed me with his play on the ball. I mean, we did, and boy, Tendy, you and I didn't. Imagine that. But I'd be happy to if I had it. If I was a billionaire. We got him half price. Yes. Nice at twice the price. Declan Rolls Rice. We got him half the price. FPL was average points this weekend. It was average points. But all I'm saying is it could have been really decent. I'd be on 68 points right now. Or 67 points. And bloody left Reinders in there. And he's been playing like shit. And he didn't start. So he brings him on. Why did he bring him on? Anyway, Utu-B. Put that in instead of bollocks. We should definitely be paying Rayef per shot saved. He'd leave. The Indomitables. Well, it's the same as Invincibles. We're not indomitable and dominable if we've been dominated. And we were at Liverpool. You can't spell price without Rice. That feels like you took a fresh toke and you're like, yeah, we had to make you pay per shot for Raya, else he'd do a Martinez Salah type moment in April. Or we could beat that 49 without a loss. That would be great to do. It's early days, guys. Come on, that's a bit ridiculous. But you know, if we get to match 40, I'm joining you on that. We've been in great form for 3 seasons running, and that was with all right, yeah. We have been on great form, but not last season, really. Not long. We weren't in great form last season. We kind of never really got into great form, but we've been in very good form. We've been consistent, the most consistent team in the last 5 years, I'd say, including this one. We've been in great form, and that was that. Only 14 out of 25 players in the squad being trusted to play. How many players are trusted to play now? Going to go count. You're best off in that, just counting the players who aren't trusted. And I can't. There's no one jumping off the page at me on that one. He's played Calafiori. He's played Miles Lewis-Skelly. He's played Hincapié. I think he wants Hincapié at left back. That's the feeling I'm getting. Mosquera obviously has had to play and has been chosen to play. Timber and White have both played. Raya and Keparitha Balaga have played. Norgard, Zubamendi. I mean, anyone who hasn't really played. The only players who haven't played this season are Havertz and Jesus. I think he likes both of them, but just injured. Hi Zanzi leads with Hi Zanzi. Then he goes for Hi Dan. And then he asks, how was your day today? Good to see you, just Adam. Don't want any records. Arteta already has a lot of records versus previous Arsenal teams. This time, just gold and podium finish. That's it. I don't carry a record either, Chelsea. Charles, you and I totally agree on that. I'm sick to death of records. How many London derbies we've won, how many games we've beaten teams by more. None of them mean anything unless you win the thing that you set out to win. And the thing that you set out to win is the trophy. Playing football the Arsenal way. And how are you doing, young fella? Hi, Adam. Hope you're well, mate. I'm very well. Very soon about Tuesday. Including Dalman, Arteta has 25 players that he actually trusts to get him results when they touch grass this season. But some of them are Berta signings. Some of them he didn't want. He didn't want Gyökeres. Do you remember that? He didn't want Gyökeres. He said, don't bring me a striker that bags 50 goals in 50 games. Get me a... No, but apparently he didn't want him, but he has been playing him. And he took him off at half-time. Precautions. Someone was talking... On the day, everyone was talking about, he's, concussion. It's not though, it's a muscle. So he could be out for a couple of weeks. I think we'd be all right against Sunderland away, honestly. I think we could probably handle Sunderland away. Then we get a bit of a break, and then it's the Spurs game. Plus also Sparta Prague. I think a few of these players aren't going to play against Sparta Prague. So yeah, he does. He's got a squad he trusts. It makes such a difference, doesn't it? Rotation, like a chicken. Still in love with Rosie. Write her a song. She loves that. Please, Dan, I don't like being drunk. I can't play that Gunner drinking. Do you know what? I get it. Like literally, you couldn't pour the drinks as quickly. So we'll find a different thing, Okay, we play it. If you want to stay sober, we'll play a Lee Gunner drinking game where we can only take a shot if he says something that we agree with. A Burnley centre-back is City's second highest goal scorer of the season with 2 own goals. Don't. Is that actually true? They must have someone who scored more than 2 goals, haven't they? I know that they've scored 19. Is it 19 or 20 now? Hang on, let me just look. And Haaland's 11 of them. One Man City. Which is all right. I don't mind. He's in my fantasy Premier League team. I have no problem. And I don't... When you talk about is our run of form sustainable, surely one man scoring all your goals is less sustainable. Are Liverpool back, though? Should we be more... Who are you... Is anyone worried about Liverpool's title challenge anymore? Because all their fans seem to have written it off. I'm happy writing it off. But yes, Man City have indeed scored 20 goals now. That final goal today did the trick for them to take them 2 goals more than us. We're joint top goals, second top scorers with Liverpool on 18. And the table now, at least, is starting to look a little bit more like you expect. It's Arsenal on top from Manchester City. Only 6 points behind us now. 10 games gone. It's ridiculous. And Liverpool on 18 points. Bournemouth on 18 points. Then Tottenham Hotspur, followed by Chelsea. Chelsea will definitely go past Tottenham. Tottenham looking average. I'm really annoyed at how bad Xavi Simons is doing settling in. He has been pony. How's Tuesday shows? All good. That's it. I'm out. Taxi. Right. Razor. Guess what? Right. There you go. Get my practice in. Love it. Jose, how's the USA today, young fella, my lad? Charles, with how many shots on target? Current best performing trio, Kane, Diaz, and Analyse, you think you would get against us on December 6th, Dan? 15 weeks on trot, those Bavarians. How many shots on target, current best performing trio, Kane, Diaz, and Analyse, you think we'll get again? Well, I don't know. It's a really good question because you'd imagine, look, they're going to shoot. But we come up against teams that shoot. They just don't have the ball anywhere near the right position to shoot. So a shot on target, I expect them to score. I expect them to score at least one. I just don't think... I think it's great that the buying game doesn't matter so much now. If we can get the 3 points at Slavia Praha and keep a clean sheet because records are there to be broken, etc. All good, Zandy. It's been an easy-going, lazy Sunday. Hope you and the missus are well. Jose! Bum, 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 bum. Just polished off some barbecue. Right tasty. Did anyone ask me what is the most popular sandwich in Texas? The Yankee Totspur went... and it says what he said. Evening, everyone, indeed. Sandip Diol. Lovely to see you here. I love you all. Oh, has he been playing a drinking game already? Evening. Love you too. Winning matters. Records matter. Trophies matter most. Xhaka will get sent off against us. If he's got anything about him, he will. He should, shouldn't he? It's only 10 games, but if we can have a great winter period, wouldn't care too much about the pack. Not looking. I'm honestly, I'm agreeing with you, Sandip. I don't even look back. I just don't need to look back. It's not in my nature to worry about what they're doing. Honestly, we can only do what we're doing. We can be what's in front of us. Sunderland are the next team up. But if we can win that, then we naturally will gain a lead. Like Man City or Liverpool, at the moment, you'd have to say Man City. But look, you know what? If Liverpool go to the Etihad and Erling Haaland's not fit for whatever reason, could happen. It's going to be a big one. Next weekend. Going to be wonderful. Damon is so good. Daddy bought him some sweets after his performance against Brighton. I think the dietitians have something to say about that. I don't think he's allowed sweets. Anyway, had an early day next day because he was at school. So I mean, teams chasing us. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I'm not even looking. To be honest, I don't want to jump the gun, right? But City is 6 points behind us. That's not a lot in terms of points. But when you factor in that the reason they're 6 points behind us is because they've already lost 3 games so far this season. And at the average number of games a title winner has won in the Premier League era, lost in the Premier League era is 4. Tacos. Taco. Is it taco or taco? Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. I have no idea. That really confuses me. I think the British, we say tacos. But I've been to Mexico, and I want to say taco. Taco. It'll be taco, wouldn't it? Taco Tuesday. Here's the one thing. The idea that Arteta wanted X player but not Y player. What qualifies one or another player as dot? It's just if they do well, isn't it? If you're Gluminati and a player does really well, yeah, but genius. If he does badly, Arteta. Imagine that. Imagine waking up every morning and go, what's going to give me that today? What is going to piss me off? I've started going a bit Lee Judges. Be honest, that is a little get out of my club. But I like Lee Judges. It's not me trying to. I'm just mildly chiding him. Sunday, we're allowed 2 hours outside the fence, Lone Star. If Arteta had you're on fire today. If Arteta had enough authority in the transfer room to get Sterling definitely. Sterling, I am so sure that he had the same experience as Sterling as I did because I was at a stag do and I was deciding whether to stay over in London, get a hotel or get an Uber back. It's about the same price. And I looked on my phone and they said, last minute transfer done, Raheem Sterling. I was like, hey, wicked. Yeah. And then, of course, it wasn't. I still have a lot of affection for Raheem Sterling, Raheem the Dream. What is going on? IQ deficit. I'm stupid. I'm fully ready to accept that I'm just stupid. Do you know what? And that is the point.
All about how you have to embrace the stupid because you can't change how you can't beat them at their own game because the game is stupid. They are the loudest because they are so stupid. They think they are the smartest. They are everywhere. Learn to embrace the stupidity. Joy.
Embrace the stupidness. Go embrace the stupid. It's everywhere. Look there, son.
You pointed at me, you plastic helmeted. Anyway, indeed, look, let's embrace this. I'm fully stupid. I'm ready to accept. I didn't see this coming. I didn't think, I love the toys at the pram comment because I'll be honest with you, like, who was really jumping up and down happy because we drew at home? It was a great equaliser. I think now how much of a difference did Donnarumma getting chipped by Martinelli, an exquisite through ball from Eze? And actually, another thing from the Cannon podcast, which I thought was really interesting, was simply this. They were going through it and going, how different the season could have been if Martinelli doesn't score that goal. If Eze doesn't score that goal at Palace. 2 goals that make a massive difference in our season. Well, 4 points. Still be ahead, actually. Oh, no, we wouldn't because City would have picked up. Anyway, I'm not doing the maths. The math ain't mathing. Yes, you're not stupid. You cannot be stupid if you know you're stupid. Dalman is the best British player since Gaza. Let's love him. Too soon. Just too soon. 1974. It's a footballing hot potato. And with the right filling, a hot potato can make a very substantial and delicious meal. Welcome, 1974. I'm ready to embrace the stupid. I'm ready to enjoy. Football should be fun. I'm determined, as you all are as well, regulars here at the Adams Arms, football must remain fun. This must remain a hostelry for the hopeful, a place where we keep football fun. And some of you are going to miss out on the plethora of new content that is coming out because you haven't subscribed. Because a lot of you watching it, not most of you in the bar, I'm sure there's no one daft enough in the bar to not have subscribed. It is a members club, by the way. But it's the people watching on replay. Oh, bless you. But you watch it. You watch lots of it. And then you go, oh, really like that. And then you wander off from your keyboard, presumably to do something else. And then you forget to. That said, you know how I am about subscribers. We're on 1958. We're on 1958 subscribers. Nothing good happened in the 60s at Arsenal. You know that. Not too soon. I know my players. These boys will fight to the death for me. But anything can happen. I see Martinez still holds a grudge against us. He literally said, "Here you go, Salah. Have a goal." Oh, that was awful. Yeah. Don't miss him. Best player since Gaza, talent-wise, the way he drops his shoulder, first touch skill. There's been some good players. Joe Cole, better than Joe Cole, then. I mean, every player since Gaza. That's a long time. I used to watch Gaza play live. I'd hate to miss out on the joy of winning season because I was Gluminati'd for the season. Yeah, don't. You're fine. Yay, Miss Melina. Miss Melina. Have you seen her? Now we have. Here she is. It's Miss Melina. And resplendent in her evening gown, 14 footmen carrying the train as she proceeds down towards the Mall, passing quickly past former Prince Andrew, who is now cleaning the streets of England. Great to see you. Please do, all of you, feel free to join in, get involved. You know the drill. It's been 50 minutes of just me. That can't be right. But I've enjoyed every moment of it. I like to be alone, but I like to be amidst people more. Makes sense of that. Damn is better than Cole. I'm not doing this. You're not drawing me on this one, Chris. I've got all the time in the world for you, but let's not be silly. Kid's 15. What have you seen from him to make you think he's the best footballer since Gaza? There's a lot of players in that, by the way. A lot of players have come through since Gaza. I'm not with you there yet. But I think that's okay. He's 15. It's all right. He's got his GCSEs to do, etc., etc. But I'm happy to have the conversation. I'm happy to discuss it. But I just think there's one area where we are getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, isn't it? Thoughts in the comments, guys. Am I wrong for saying that Maxi Dowman, Dowboy, you can't even be called Dowman yet? You'll be proved wrong on that. Oh, well, if we're getting personal, shut your face. No, I mean, what proved wrong in that I'm saying it's too soon to say a 15-year-old is the best player in England's produced since Gascoigne in the late 80s. So I'm going to be proved wrong. And how would you prove me wrong? There's lots of people that it does not that's not a football conversation. Next, Zanzi Barbarian. Look at you, resplendent in a disc of blue and green, flanking as they do the black with white bond writing. Zanzi, how are you?
I'm fine, old chap. I've ditched the ghost because fucking he's fucking over, innit? Done and dusted. Halloween.
Well, I don't know. Surely we're still allowed to enjoy ourselves. Still, I must be allowed to, not or otherwise.
Not. I don't know. Yeah, if you want to be spooky, be spooky.
Chris Antonio says, I'm a good scout. If you have to tell people you're good at something, you're probably not as good as you should be to start to actually do it. You're not a scout for a start. So discussions about Dow Man are too soon. Just be happy he develops to his full potential. Exactly. And also, I'm not even 100% convinced that Miles Lewis-Skelly isn't a better player. It's funny, like all these people, like we all make mistakes, you know. Charlie Patino, he's the best player in the world. He's going to be the next Jack Wilshere. And maybe he is, but he's doing it in the second tier of Spanish football if he is. Darwin, best player since Gaza. That's a fact. Facts, spitting facts. Chris, it's an opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Opinions are like arseholes. He's got to be better than Rooney first. Yeah, that's a brilliant shout. Rooney was the better. Yeah, he's not better than Rooney. He just isn't. I'm not saying he won't be. Oh, look at this. Skelly's crap compared to Dowman. Yeah, okay. All right. I think I'm familiar with your opinion now. Thank you. And thank you for sharing that with me. I've got a video just for this occasion and I can't bloody find it. Probably deleted it, didn't I? Anyway, what am I going to do? Say something witty.
How can Dowman be classed as anything when he hasn't even played a full match yet?
Yeah, that's a fair point. But maybe if you watch someone in the under-18s enough, you could go. And Michael Owen, he had a bad drop-off, didn't he? Michael Owen. Yeah, I think when you're saying with chess that Max Dowman, who you've seen play one League Cup match and a handful of appearances in other matches, when you're saying with that kind of confidence that there's no comparison between Rooney and Dowman, I agree with you on that, by the way. Rooney was 16 and a half. Rooney was also 15 once, by the way, just so you know. And you're talking about he was 16 and a half when he scored against us in the Premier League. Max Dowman hasn't scored in the Premier League. And there's a good reason for that. But Dowman is better than Jesus. He's better than Pele. He's miles better than that fucking Ronaldo R9 prick. Rooney, Dowman, no comparison. No, there isn't, because
I think Dowman's better than Maradona as well. You know,
I think if Maradona and Pele was somehow fused together into one footballer, they'd be like, oh no, right, yeah, you've still got to pick Dowman.
Oh, with a bit of Cruyff as well.
Oh, Cruyff. Cruyff isn't even good enough to lace Dowman's shoes. Are you mad? Owen was 17.
I was 17 once. Can't remember it, but I was.
This is going to drive me mad, Chris, because you're either doing this on purpose or you don't get it. We're talking about, Owen was 17 when he was playing for England. Max Dowman hasn't played for us yet. So that's why people are saying, your statement was you think that Dowman is the best player to play for England. You saying that you think Dowman is the best player produced in this country since Paul Gascoigne. That's a hell of an achievement for a lad who hasn't played a full match yet. We can agree on that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think to say it's the problem when people see so much in potential. They look at potential and they go, he has the potential to be brilliant. Yeah. But not everyone with the potential to be truly world-class becomes truly world-class. We've seen lots of them. If you've been watching football for a long time, and I'm starting to think you might not have, but if you've been watching football for a long time, then, you've seen a lot of people come and go that weren't quite as good as you'd hoped. But that's okay. I think the fact that we've seen Max Dowman play 36 minutes of football in the Premier League is probably too soon to compare him to Paul Gascoigne, Wayne Rooney, Michael. And in fact, it's too soon to compare him to anyone. Dowman has broke all youth records. No, he hasn't. He just hasn't. Did you see Trailer Predator Badlands? Nope. Old Men Are Stupid. Yep, but they built everything that you rely on to keep you from dying. And we're not all, well, I wanted to ask your opinion about Hincapié. Do you think he would be a regular first-team player by the end of the season, or Gabriel to leave all the way? No, I honestly think, reading between the lines, that Mikel Arteta has him figured, maybe even penciled in for that left-back. So I don't think that Mikel Arteta is 100% convinced by Calafiori, or he wasn't. But I don't know. I honestly do think I haven't seen enough. See, unlike some people, I'm looking very much at you, Chris Antonio, young person. Unlike people who can watch 36 minutes of someone and decide their entire future, I still need a few more games to see enough of everything I've seen from Mosquera so far has been great, but I still wouldn't put my right arm on whether he's going to be great or not. He said Cruyff. No one in history will ever be better than Maradona. Agreed, Lone Star. Agreed, 100%. And now, where's he gone? Fresh, you were here a minute ago. Get in here. He's fallen down. He was behind. He was backstage. I saw you. I was waiting for a natural break to bring you in, and now he's gone off. He's probably dropped a hot rock on himself.
You're saying that people who say that they're brilliant at something normally aren't. Well, I'll tell you something, mate. I am absolutely brilliant at predicting the time.
That is a skill.
I will predict that in about 2 minutes it's going to be 23:37.
But how will we know?
Because I will tell you in about 2 minutes.
But how will I know that it's been 2 minutes? I'm shit at predicting the time.
I will put a stopwatch on. In fact, it's probably going to be 38 now.
A stopwatch? What is that?
It's. Oh, hang on. No, it stopped. Doesn't work. All right.
Well, at least it's got the right name. Arsenal will win the league and the Carabao Cup. there's a lot of this soothsayering, isn't there? There's a lot of this. I will tell you what's going to happen in case you're too impatient to wait. Yes. No. Arteta thinks so. I don't know what Arteta thinks so too. Arteta thinks so what? Arteta thinks... are you saying I can't see if you're laughing. You might just be laughing through your face at the moment. Are you saying you think Arteta thinks that Max Dalman is the best player since Gascoigne? Because you know more than him. On some things, yes. But not on football, no. But I promise you that Mikel Arteta isn't as drunk as someone who would say, I think Max Dalman's a better player, the best player that England's produced since Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah. 11:37 now.
I'd have to take your word for it. I thought it was 11:37 when you said that.
No. If you ever look at your computer in the bottom right corner...
Yeah, it says 20, but it did back then as well. It just always says 23:37. It always has done.
What, your computer?
Yeah, it always says 23:37. That's what that is, right?
Ah.
So apparently, according to Chris Antonio, he's got a little bee in his bonnet. Lovely little bee in your bonnet. He's absolutely adamant. I think you just feel you're a bit put out, aren't you? Because we're all laughing at you for having such a silly opinion. It's not just me, by the way. Chris, respectfully, you would struggle to read a bus schedule. Oh, that's harsh. If Rosie was here, you'd be getting a timeout for that. Just Lone Star. This ain't the Wild West, son. You dueling pistols outside. We had better snap up Mosquera's younger brother. Has he got one? We still need Kyrian Timber, don't we? Well, I've absolutely no idea what's happened to Fresh Drip Art. 1 minute he's backstage, and he just disappears. I guess the future. Yep. Oh my God, the time's changed on my computer to 23:38. You never told me that was going to happen. Your superpower's rubbish by BTW. See, I'm going to speak, just because I'm sick of being called old today, I'm going to speak like a Gen Z. And this comment's really mid, and I haven't even read it yet. Dan was first player to score for the England under-19s, first youngster to score for the England under-21s, first player to score in the UEFA Cup age 14, so he's easily better than Gascoigne, isn't it? A win for the Panthers, 11:38 and 5:38. See? Clock's all over the place tonight. Old man, thank you. Do you know what? I do admit that I am old, and you don't get to be old being a fucking idiot. So there he is. He's back. Device is connected. Now he's back. Well, I thought I'd lost you permanently, Fresh.
And now he's not speaking.
No, he's not speaking. It's just
he's gone shy.
He has.
What's good,
He's
people? What's
high.
good, people? What's good? What's good?
Right,
Fresh.
You're young. You speak like a man, Dem. You're
good,
road. Can you chat up Chris Antonio, because he's gone absolutely sideways. He thinks that Max Dalman, he's played 36 minutes of Premier League football, and he's already convinced that Max Dalman is the best player, the best English-born footballer since Paul Gascoigne.
Well, what does that tell you? I don't think I need to say anything, do I?
Well, if you don't, what's the point of being here? Come on, get involved.
Yeah.
Well, the point is, I think, him saying that just says it all himself. So there's no argument there, is there? We all know.
You're lying down, aren't you? I feel like you're lying down.
I am on my hammock at the moment.
Shut up. Oh,
yeah.
He's not on the hammock. There's just a room spinning round at the moment.
That's very true, Zanzi. That's very true.
No, it's just a very large bra hung from one end of the room to the other.
It is a very large bra indeed, yes.
Old Fresh knows some funny women.
Yeah. And some large ones too. Very large
All your
ones.
teams are winning. Oh, no, he isn't. It's not Panto season yet, Chris. Can we save your silliness up for then? He is, lol. Oh no, he isn't. Do I have to take a drink every time you say something stupid? Because I've only got 2 cans. I've only got a couple of cans. All your teams are winning. I'll take a wrist slap instead. Yes. Please be nice to each other. That's the last thing she said before she left. And you, I can guess the future. I wish you do all the bloody time. You're always posting what you think's going to happen. I spread the facts. Look them up. Yeah, the word facts. I'm just going to give you a little rundown on what a fact is. A fact is something that's provable, that has already happened. Your statement that Max Dowman is the best English player born since Paul Gascoigne is quite literally it's an anti-fact. It's just an opinion, and it's a rather silly opinion. And you saying I'm a good scout, I only need to watch 36 minutes of someone coming on as a substitute in 2 games to be sure of it is daft. And old man is not that, just so you know, is not an insult. It's far more insulting to say to somebody, you're as stupid as a young person, Chris. What the fuck have I walked into? Daniel, my son, up the arse now. Right, Nate, bit of sense. Lovely to see you. Haven't seen you in a little while. It's been a minute up on in it. Now,
Big up, Nate.
Can you what's this? Can you talk to Chris Antonio, who's come out? He's got more chests than Dolly Parton, saying that fucking Max Baumann, right, is the best English player since Paul Gascoigne, and he's calling it a fact. Any thoughts on that? The rest of you can weigh in as well, but be nice. It's hard. It is hard because he keeps calling me old man. I think Darwin will be great. I do also think everyone should call their jets on him. Yeah, he's 15. You shouldn't be this focused. Chris, what is it? Why are you so into this 15-year-old? It's ridiculous. Come on, Chris. You couldn't spread Marmite. Thank you. How was your Halloween fresh? And as I predicted, we're still winning top of the league. Fucking cruising. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? Has he just changed his name to S?
Who?
I don't know. Is this a new person? Graham Stack said he reminded him of Gaza. Okay. It could be. Well, if Graham Stack said it, fucking hell. I'm done arguing that then.
Graham Stack.
Do people actually like Marmite? I don't think it can be liked if the tiniest of slivers is a serving. Can barely see it on the butter of a toast, mate. I think it's one of the best advertising campaigns ever. I think Marmite's all right. I can guess the weather for Christmas. It will snow. Oh, no, it won't. It snows once every 11 years in England. And you're in Finsbury Park, so you'll see no snow.
Do you know how they do this with it snowed on Christmas Day or not?
Yes. It's the roof of BBC Centre, isn't it?
It's the weather centre, and if a drop of snowflake falls on that, it's snowed.
Yeah, typically it's one every 11 years, and the odds reflect that. You get great odds every year back in whether it'll snow, and it never fucking does. Max Staumann will score 1 goal on Tuesday. Dun, dun, dun. Idris, look, getting your book out, right? Idris, if I write this down, right, can you do me a favor? I'm going to write this down. Max Staumann, Idris Adam says, okay, I'm writing this down for one reason.
Idris Adam says.
Right, that's your new heading. Idris Adam says.
Yep.
Dowman will score on Tuesday. Are we playing on Tuesday? It's not Wednesday.
It's funny the way you said Idris Adam, because it sounded like he's the ex-leader of Iraq.
Idris Adam. Dowman will score against Slavia Praha 1 goal. Now, if he doesn't, can we stop offering quite so many predictions quite so regularly? Because it just takes up room, man. Like, you know, anyone can say, oh, I think Raya will have a shot. None of us mystic. You're not claiming any psychic ability. You're not Derek Akora, are you? Idrissa Derek Akora. I don't get it. What's the claim? Dowman is better than Gaza. No, Dowman's the best player to have been born in England since Gaza. And some people are Jude. Fuck you. No, we already had Rooney. He said that Dowman is factually better than Rooney. And Jude, I don't know. Chris, did you remember Jude Bellingham? Oh, he's good as well, isn't he? He's quite good. I think Ashley Cole wasn't bad. Oh.
I mean, bloody hell. Dowman's good, but
there are some good players in the last 40 years, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, look, everyone's getting in on it. Look, Idris Adam started it off now. Jose saying, I think Gyökeres gets a brace on Tuesday. I think his teeth look fine. Thank you. I'm here all week. But no, I don't even think he's playing on Tuesday because I think he's got to take some.
He's got a knock, isn't he? He's got a knock, isn't he?
It's a muscle injury. They don't know whether it's he needs a bit of rest or a lot of rest. But in any case, he might not play.
Would you go with Trossard up front or Marino?
I think Slavia Praha. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I'd be a bit worried about Harriman and Noose, but What about Max Dowman? I think he's better than Pele. Put him up
That's
front.
a good shout. It's a good shout.
Chris,
mate.
could Max Dowman play up front, do you think? I think he could, couldn't he? Could he play up front blindfolded? Is he different gravy? Don't know. He kept calling me old as well. How dare you? How very dare you? At least Dan's older than me.
The other way, though. Dan, I'm over here. No, this way. That's fresh.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Eze up top. Yeah, I could do that. I like it. I don't mind that. It's a good shout. It's fucking Slavia Prague, mate.
What about Martinelli up front? Top.
Yes, is he fully fit though?
Yeah, I don't know if he's fit yet, though, is he?
I don't know if he's fit.
He was on the bench, wasn't he?
Oh, was he?
Oh, was he?
Wasn't he?
I didn't even see him on the bench.
No, I don't think he was. I think he was out. Wasn't going
Ow.
out. Yeah, going out. Like
He
Tottenham.
wasn't on the bench.
Yeah.
No, he's injured. Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus, Madueke, and Kai Havertz. All the top end players. I mean, I think isn't it typical? We could probably lose a defender and not notice, but we just keep losing forwards.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
so
we're gonna do
hopefully
without
it's
all
not,
these players. You know.
I'm pretty sure, Jose. I'm pretty sure it's not a serious, but Arteta's been a bit tight-lipped about it and wouldn't commit to a deadline. Dowman's better than Thierry Henry and Bergkamp combined. I know. Well, absolutely. Marino or Ethan start up top. Ethan up top. Ooh, could that work?
Well, Wanyeri's got every credibility to go up front. He plays he has played like a striker in the under 19s, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's got a finish on him.
It could
I
do.
still wouldn't do it though. Still wouldn't do it.
But mind you, I mean, with a team like Prague, is it something that we could try something different, or do we just go all out and make sure we win this game?
I think we'll win the game even if we don't go all out and win the game. And let's be honest, none of us are worried we're not going to win the game. We might draw. I'm not saying that things happen, but I'm more worried that we'll concede a shot on target because I want to see how long we can go without conceding a shot on target.
Yeah.
What have that lot got to moan about recently then? Can't wait for this.
Well, so far they're moaning about it's too early to celebrate anything really because he hasn't won nothing. But that's as much as they're going on about at the moment. That's what I've
was.
seen.
I did put that in the old Bluminati, but the thing is, right? That's fair, but that's always true.
No,
I mean, you
but
can't
that's
be
it. That's all
happy
they're going on
until
about.
May. No one's won anything. You can't win anything in October. No one's ever won the Premier League in November or October. That's fairly obvious.
Did you? Sorry for butting in. Did you hear Alice talking about Arsenal?
Yeah,
I did catch her on Saturday.
Yeah, she was saying that the last 5 games, Arsenal have had 4 games where they've not had a shot on target, but every other Premier League team has conceded at least 4 goals.
Yeah, I know. Apart from one, wasn't it? There's one team that hasn't. So yeah, we're real good, but it is just it's a very small sample size. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm literally painstakingly comparing the starts of all of the leagues to see how many of them were better than ours. And then I will have an idea of how many of the starts. I mean, you can't really tell after 10 games, but there was a clip that came around from DR Sports where Robbie Lyle was saying that, after one of the preseason defeats we had, and he was saying, I'm still confident, and, you can't really tell until the first 10 games are played. And everyone jumped on him like he was saying that you got to play like shit for the first 10 games. He wasn't saying that. He was just saying you don't really know how good you are or bad you are as a team until the first 10 games. Sure enough, when Liverpool win their first 5 games, everyone's like, oh, this is a walk in the park for them. After 10 games, they're written out of it completely. So the same could happen to us. If we lose 4 in a row, I just don't think we will. And that's an opinion. So that's me doing a bit of a quiz there. Nath, how dare we score from open play? It did ruin the game a little bit, that. And a header as well. It's very
lovely
2 headers, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 in one game.
You know what? Imagine if Jokeris had missed that one. That was like the first thing that went through my head was like,
Could he have missed that though? I mean, could he? He was that close. But
But I don't know. He could have chinned it and
Chinned it.
but I don't know.
He's not Havertz. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah, Havertz would have tried header in it. It would have just gone straight past him.
I like this, by the way. I think it's a cracking idea from the Millet. Great to see you, Millet. Might as well play Ray up front. He's got anything else to do. So I'll have to put my shoes on for that. No, I'm all right, Dal. I'll stay in goal. If you please play in your slippers, David, please, just for the once we've won the league and it doesn't matter. It's going to be so much more relaxing if we win the league with 5 or 6 games to go, because unlike the Invincible season, where we actually started getting even more pressurised when we'd won the league. Now it was like, oh, we can't lose any games. But there was a really good point about this. We're all talking about the inevitables, the Invincibles. Can we do it? Will we do it? Now, for the Invincible season, no one was talking about going unbeaten till March, April. No one. It wasn't even a thing. It was only Arsene, because he'd said it the season before to put a bit of pressure on everyone. Yeah. The Gluminati moan that it's too early, that Arteta doesn't like Giocanese and it's sabotaging them, and about our football is somehow not sustainable. It's weird. They also talk about how he's constantly injuring our players, even though we haven't got as many injuries as some of the geniuses they'd like to come and manage our team. Gary O'Neill under consideration for shock return to Wolves after Vitor Pereira.
It's dire over at Wolves at the moment, isn't it? I don't even know how they get out of this.
He looked dead man walking after that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he didn't look bothered. It was like
no. But like you say, even if they get sacked, they get paid off, right? So to them,
they don't get the full contract.
No, but they get some sort of payment, don't they? Which is more than what we would ever get.
None of these people will ever have to work again.
Exactly.
If you're a Premier League manager for a couple of years, you're good. You're good. If you can live off £5 to £10 million for the rest of your life, which if you live to 100, it's about 50 years. Yeah, if you can get by, then buy your house and sustainably live. Yeah, I think it's doable. I'm not worried about
interest, couldn't you, with all that money?
There's no such thing as interest anymore. You're betraying your age there. I think we have the best start in the leagues, to be honest. It's notable. I haven't done it yet, but 22-23, that was a hell of a start, though, wasn't it? First 19. I know we lost away to Man United, but I was trying to think, we were near perfect for the first 19 games and still threw it away. Well, not threw it away. We just weren't as good as the irrepressible Pep Guardiola oil money back Man City. Can't celebrate. What a surprise. Not sustainable. Struggling to come out with more bollocks, more like. Yeah, they really are tipping. I tell you what, the truth of the Gluminati at the moment is that they're not actually going in on the team or Arteta. They're spending quite a lot of time going in on Arsenal fans. So
Igal's been getting it quite a lot, hasn't he, Igal?
Shane Gooners, I don't know if he still does it, but his show every morning starts with Simpsons voiceover, because he really loves his own Igal impression. And it's really not as good as he thinks it is. But it's just this kind of one joke drawn out over about 2.5 minutes. It's a bit tedious, but really, Igal is your biggest problem with Arsenal? You can't ignore
they were going at him for being happy about a victory, and they're sitting there saying to him, how can you be so happy? We've won nothing yet. It's like, well, hang on, we've won a game. We haven't won nothing till the end of the season. So what am I not to be happy about? So basically what they're trying to effectively say to him is, don't be happy till the end of the season, then be happy when there's something to be happy about. It's like, well, first of all, football's about passion. Every game that you go to or watch or whatever it is supposed to draw you in. If you can't get excited about that, then you're dead inside and you may as well give up football,
Well said. I completely agree. And I think
maybe we should all just go to a football match, stand there, and when we score, we just go.
Not even. I was digging out. I dug out a very old Arsenal clip where the goal was scored and he just shook the hands of 3 or 4 other players and he ran to centre circle. And I was like, is that what you want? Is that better? How dare you be happy? I'm not. My life is pure misery. It's like, it is a bit like the Puritans, isn't it?
But it's the same thing every day on their show, and I don't understand who wants to go there and listen to the same thing every single day.
No, but you know what? They're not really going to listen to these guys. They're going because it's part of the community. I spent some time, as I said earlier, I subscribed to Lee Gunner's chat for a couple of hours and watched him take on Hassam. And it was really funny.
Did you do your tetanus jab?
Sam was said in the comments, he goes, just click Y if you think I'm cooking Lee Gunner in his own backyard. And everyone was putting Y. And then Lee was like, yeah, my chat don't even like me, and it's like, that's probably true. Most of us are probably just here because we dislike you, but it's a good living. I'd rather he was doing that than selling double glazing still.
Or cans of Coke.
Cans of Coke.
That are out of date now.
I'm not ignoring this stat, by the way. Boy Tendia said, I think we have the best start in all leagues. It's notable that we only conceded 3 goals across all comps. It is. It's high. I mean, it's ridiculous. I think you can say it in whispers that we may concede the fewest goals of any Premier League team. I wouldn't bet against it, that's for sure. Can't celebrate. What a surprise. Not sustainable. Struggling to come out with more bollocks, more like. Really notable stat. Shouldn't be ignored. And I agree with you completely. Do with that stat what you want, but it shouldn't be ignored. Very telling. I hope the fact I haven't ignored it now. I agree with you. I think it's hard to know how to put it into context because realistically, I don't remember a team that went game after game without another team having a shot on target. It's almost like we'd given a bit of the Jedi mind trick to start with. They take one look at us and go, oh, God. Burnley, it really felt like our aura was, oh, shit, they've scored now. We might as well we'll try. Like Fulham.
Well, Richard Keys thinks it's nothing to be happy about at the moment.
Richard Keys is one. Do you know what? One of the most joyful things in my life is the life-size cutout I have of Richard Keys in my Zen room where I meditate. And I find that just being around him, it's a big cutout, obviously. Just being around him is just. It's humbling,
Is it still in one piece?
It's all in one piece. It's it's not been damaged. It's pretty sturdy. But I love Richard Keys for the warmth and the positivity that he exudes as a human being. And I do think it's a shame he's not on mainstream television anymore, or that nobody else wants to watch him. I think I could start a one-man campaign.
Well, he is on some sort of fucking channel. Oh, sorry for the swearing, but I mean, he is on some channel with Andy Gray. I can't remember what it was, but it's there with Andy Gray.
Bein Sports, isn't it?
Yeah, but he slags off like Arsenal, and guess what? I mean, Arsene Wenger was on there the other day, and he was sucking him off basically.
I know. I saw
where was all this hate? Yeah, where's all this hate?
I'm now. By default, I am now the chairman of his fan club. Obviously, when I joined, there were lots of people in it, but as the years, it's just me now. Key Zone, we call it, and like I love him. I think he never says anything really fucking stupid. It's always spot on. Arteta's celebrating too much, or anyway. But what's remarkable about him and Andy Gray, who are toxic as far as being hired in the UK,
and why they even have a job.
What's remarkable about them is that normally you say stupid things and it draws attention to you. They say the stupidest things day out, day in, and no one pays any attention to them. So long may it continue. Bless them. Hell within them. Gyökeres had a nose issue, also muscle fatigue. Both will be assessed, but none deemed serious. Nose issue? That's nose issue and muscle fatigue. I'm guessing muscle fatigue. I heard muscle issue. I didn't hear fatigue. Night, Dan, Zanzi, fresh in the chat and enjoy the show. Take care. The word of the show is Gerlash.
I heard that he had some injury around the head area. That's why he wasn't coming out second half.
Well, he seemed pretty pissed off when he was coming off. Did you see him not arguing with our player, but he was shouting towards him like as if he was pissed off about something when it was half time. And I couldn't really work out what he was angry about.
As he was coming off at the end of the first half, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good at lip reading. I was watching him. He seemed to be mouthing to the person he was walking off with, who I think might have been a physio. He seemed to be saying, I think Max Dowman's a better player than any English player. So I just assumed it was a concussion injury, and we may never see him again. Can play any style against any team. This is a bonus of being Mr. Optimistic. Every single one of them looks committed to the cause. If and when does the wobble come, or does it? I don't think it. Mate, I love your comments so much because I feel like we've got, and I can't remember who first said this, but it feels like we've got a team full of fans, full of Arsenal fans. They want to play. They are all playing, man. No one's hiding. The way they defend as a team is remarkable. It is the 94th minute against Burnley, and there's a slightest chance that someone will get a shot, and they all fucking You know, I know the secret ingredient this season that's changed everything. I'm doing a video on it tomorrow. Can't wait to share it with you. Nani's coming back against Chelsea. Idris, I know I quite like you not to change your name, but can you please change your name to Mystic Idris? Because I'm going to start reading your comments out in Nani is coming back against Chelsea. A man with a cleft palate will be selling Coca-Cola for a 20% markup in a school near you. A skinny-armed gentleman will be drinking two cans of beer and
Notice
talking.
the double glazed windows upon its face. He used to sell them also.
We passed the eye test on too many metrics this season. If you don't believe we do it this season, but you did believe we do it in prior seasons, and I sincerely. Yeah, no, that is a really good point. If you thought we looked good in any of the previous 3 seasons, we look better now. We just do. When we lost Saliba in that first title challenge, we had Rob Holding on the bench. I'm not joking. How good are Hincapié and Mosquera? None of us really know yet. Obviously, I think Mosquera is the best player that was ever played football. And he's almost as good as Max Dowman. Did you watch the Ballers League? I did not. How many points are we getting in the next 5 games in the league? How
15.
many games? Well, you're the mystic. Go on then, Zanzi. What are you going to say?
15.
Your mental arithmetic is outstanding. I can tell you're not Gen Z. You just multiplied 5 by 3 without using your fingers and some toes.
And you didn't carry the 1. So
I didn't need to, mate.
No, that's what I mean.
Carrying 2 at the moment. Let's have a look. Who have we got? We've got the Scummers.
I don't know.
We've got the Scummer. Right, next game up, Sunderland.
That's a win.
I went Vincent Price there. Sunderland.
Right, are we saying that's a win then?
Yeah, I think we're saying that's a win.
Okay.
I think we're saying Spurs at home is a win. I think Chelsea away is a win. And I think Brentford at home is a win.
That's 4.
Aston Villa away, I think, is a draw.
Well, we're definitely beating fucking Vampire, aren't we?
I could see us dropping points to Chelsea away and Villa away. But I really think we'll beat Spurs and Sunderland and Brentford. So I'm going to go optimistic. I'm going to go conservatively 11 points.
Well, I don't know. If Martinez is giving goals away, then, I think we've got a good
Not
chance.
to us.
Oh, well, yeah, I know, but still.
You're not giving goals away. Well, he did give a goal away.
Well, we don't need him to give him a goal, do we? So.
No, we only need one
we
goal.
did.
YouTube is a blessing. It keeps the likes of Lee Gunner out of the pubs. You know what? That is true. That is true. That is true. Very well said, actually, the minute. Very, very well said indeed.
Keeps him out of many places as well, like the Emirates.
And it keeps him from smoking cigarettes and drinking cheap beer in graveyards. It seems to me that Gluminati don't actually support the team. Flash your season ticket at me. It's not speaking for you right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is just bullshit, isn't it? Like, sitting around bitching about your own fan base because we're doing too well to have anything else to complain about. That is the life of an arsehole.
Mm-hmm.
That just is. That's like, what are you going to do today, dear? I don't know. We've bloody won again. Oh, God. Oh, let me hunt the entire YouTube universe to find somebody saying something I think is a little bit over the top. There's one. Oh, he said we're a really good team. Wanker. Like,
yeah.
What happened to you? I'd like to do the therapy, but I'd have to care. 5 clean sheets. Next question. I'll see you on Tuesday too. How many points are we getting in total? 82 to 90. I hope you're not answering that question with 82 to 90. Oh, what? Oh, you now that. I see what you've done there. You've assumed he meant per season. I've assumed he meant last 5 games. For the season, my prediction as to how many points we're going to get is 91. I've got us to get 91 points. If we carry on as we are, I think it's 95 we're scheduled for. 109, we're going to win every game in the league now.
We're doing all right. That's the main thing, As long as we keep doing what we're doing right now and don't get ahead of ourselves, we should be all right.
That sounds a little bit neggy to me.
No, we're good. I'm saying, we'll be good.
No, I want to see you jumping up and down and saying Max Dowman.
You can't see me jumping up and down until the end of the season.
Max Dowman. Ole, ole, ole. Max Dowman.
Yeah.
So do
but
you reckon he's going to be starting against?
Fresh.
Yes, Sandy.
We can't see you jumping up and down, but remember the T-Rex with the heavy metal boots? We could hear you jumping up and down.
Right. Didn't think about that. Okay, fair enough.
When are we going to finally pay homage to Max and just change the name from Arsenal to Dalman FC? That's the only other thing that's missing.
Well, when are we going to get a statue outside for him? Because I mean, it's been.
I think there already is one
now.
but they've made it life size, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying that. He's the same height as I am. He's a
You're not going to
monster.
say. I'm sure you can see him.
Yeah. It's just opposition players that can't see him. They call him the blur. How many points in the Champions League phase? Oh, don't know. Boy Tendio, I'm sure you're not saying 98 points in Champions League game. One game at a time. You asked a question. 3.
How many points? The cup. We're going to take the win. So, yeah, we're winning Champions League.
You know, as excitable as I can get on our Champions League escapades, it's you can't. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's a cup. You know, I don't know how else to put it. Like I'd like us to get to a final.
Yeah.
But I only really care about the Premier League because that's a league. Premier League, you can win, you can slip up, and as long as you're the best team this season, you'll win. We know if we win every game from now to the end of the season, we've won the league.
Right.
Just do that.
You hear that, Arsenal players? Just do that.
60. What is it? 84 points from now to the end of the season.
109.
That's including the points we already got there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying how many points left at the end of the season.
109 minus 25. That's 84.
Okay.
Lovely.
So,
And I didn't even use a calculator like Dan's using at the moment.
Well, I was just thinking you're right, and you are right. But I had said one already. I thought
you said 84, didn't you?
I can't remember why I guessed 89.
Oh, 89. Okay.
Carabao Cup. Random word generator. Idris Adam's new name. I would like us to do Centurions things, and I think we can. Would be lovely to shut up the city, not always talking about their cheetahs. I don't care what they talk about. Just like I don't really care about what Man United fans talk about, because it all happened in yesteryear. And if we can win the league, I promise you the only thing I'll care about next season is retaining it. And then
that was a bit of a crazy game with United yesterday, wasn't it?
It was a good game. It was a good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah.
I don't have any antipathy towards Man United. Actually,
what did you think to Diallo's goal?
The disallowed one.
No, the
he volleys it from miles out. Yes, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
He plays really well.
Was it?
It's a lot of watching Man United where you go, if he just played a different formation, some of these players would play in much more natural seeming positions to them.
Yeah.
But then I saw Garnacho play for Chelsea and thought, yeah, you are shit. I always thought he was half decent.
Awful, wasn't it, man?
He gets up and down. Don't give him that.
Well, yeah. I mean, fair enough. You can run up and down, but what are you doing in that time? Nothing really.
Well, he hasn't got any meaningful stats, has he? He hasn't done anything meaningful.
I don't think he's done anything. No assist at all yet, has he? Or goal?
No, I think he hasn't. Oh, might be confusing the Europa League. Sorry. Let's have a quick look. No, one goal. He has got one goal, and I couldn't. And it was against Sunderland.
Oh.
So, yeah, he scored. That's right. He scored in the first 10 minutes, didn't he?
And did they lose that game, didn't they, against Sunderland?
Yeah, they went 2-1 down to Sunderland. And then,
yeah, so have it.
I mean, Chelsea is so shit at the moment. They pretty much can only beat Tottenham.
Themselves. Yeah,
Tottenham.
Which is their shadow, yeah.
Yeah. I love you, Dan, as friends. I love you, Idris Adam, as friends and acquaintances. I get so many receipts, I can't lie. First I celebrate, then the haters get their licks. Yep. I'm going to be the bigger man. I'm just going to ignore them. I've kind of started ignoring them already. And life is better and richer for it. If we beat Crystal Palace in the League Cup, who do you want next? No one.
Who would that leave next in the rest of them then?
Well, Man City are in. Well, let's go through it.
Yeah. Not
Liverpool, but so if we beat Palace, City are in there, Chelsea, Newcastle, Am I right about Chelsea? Cardiff. Yeah. Newcastle, Cardiff. So Cardiff or Chelsea, City or Brentford. That's the other one.
Okay.
Newcastle, Fulham. Fulham.
I've got a feeling we might end up with Newcastle, maybe, perhaps. That'd be a good one.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter who we play, really. I mean, the fact is, we've got to go up.
I'd rather not get City in the semis.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I think Newcastle. But the chances are, I think we will get someone like Newcastle or City. That's how I like that at the moment. But
if I look at it from, look fairly obviously, I think Chelsea will get past Cardiff.
Yeah,
I think City, Brentford's not a given. They've already lost to them.
Mind you, yeah, Brentford could put City out.
Yeah. So if it was Chelsea, City, probably it will be Chelsea, City, or Newcastle to choose from, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
In which case, fuck it, let's have City.
Yeah,
you might as well, because if you have City and if you're playing Newcastle, Chelsea in the final, I think that's, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Half of me would quite like. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd get hung, drawn, and quartered for saying what I was about to say.
They did a draw straight afterwards, anyway, didn't they? So
usually,
we'll find out soon enough.
Boytendia's given it. Forget the bigger man stuff. Forget staying humble. I don't think we should because, well, he has spoken. I've started seeing his YouTube clips at home and him cooking and stuff. Fuck off.
Why?
Because he's got the least. I think I saw him cooking.
He looks like
steak.
Beauty and the Beast in one, doesn't he?
Yeah, I saw him I saw him cooking a slab of steak on a modern barbecue that was steely and cold, and even the cooking looked cold. And I thought, I don't know what's got less charisma, you or that fucking meat. He's literally just like some kid brought up with everything he ever wanted in a house that's probably costs the gross national profit of a small island, and telling me about how he likes to cook his... Oh, fuck off. One man city. I'm putting pressure on the haters. Stop us. I know you can't. Yeah, I love how the haters stay relevant by going, well, they are looking good this season, but, Jamie O'Haha, you are not relevant. Go on, City. Stop us. Don't break yourselves trying to. Rodri's going back there.
He's proper pissed with Maxi, isn't he? Simmons. He's really upset with Maxi Simmons already. He wants him out. Jamie O'Hara wants Maxi.
Oh, yeah, no, Xavi Simmons.
That's it, Xavi Simmons. Yeah, he wants him out already. He's sick of him.
So does that Abby. What's her name? Abby Summers. She's like, she gave him 0 out of 10 for his performance against Chelsea. And I thought there were players who played worse.
He's just not happy there, and obviously it shows on his body. You can see by his body language that he's just not happy being there at all.
The only note I wrote watching the Chelsea game is he just too lightweight for this league? Because he looks great in Germany. He has been injured. I just don't think he's feeling the team around him. I think he's changed a lot. Bergvall coming off and him coming on. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch for me. I just think it gets like that, when people start. I mean, what did Kudus do?
Well, I mean, I didn't see much going from on Tottenham's side whatsoever, really. But I mean,
well, Richarlison came on in the 60th minute, right?
Yeah, but he was not crap at all.
He didn't do fuck all.
It's like anyone that comes on
Tottenham got battered.
Yeah, on the field, really. Yeah.
When they're at home, man, like they didn't have any big chances.
I mean, as a Spurs fan, you got
Spurs fan.
Well, not speaking as a Spurs fan, but I mean, as a Spurs fan, when do you draw the line to think, enough is enough with this fucking team? Because how do you support something that fails every time?
I think 1987, maybe I would have drawn. If I was a Spurs fan, I would have given up by the 90s, definitely.
Well, exactly.
92 would have been it for me. I would fuck this.
My friend who's a Spurs fan, he's already given up. He's just said, "Nah, fuck them. Enough's enough." And I'm just like, "It's taking you this long."
But another team, aren't they? Look, Liverpool win the league, and their fans go shitty after the first 7 or 8 matches. Tottenham fans finally win silverware. They're not banging on about it. They're not singing Champions of Europe, going 1-0 down at home to Chelsea.
Yeah. And before that, the cup they won there was the Audi Cup, right?
Yeah.
we don't talk about that, though, do we?
Being humble all these years, we didn't win. I agree. Fuck
Great
being
times.
humble. I agree. Abby is so cute. I don't like her. Mind you, I haven't seen her fully dressed up in a clown outfit yet, but no, I don't like her.
I think Abby Summers sounds like a porn star.
Yeah, that is what she's trading on.
Is she
She's
not?
she's the girl next door if you live next door to a massage parlour.
Oh, right. I don't even know what she looks like. Hang on.
She's Spurs, mate. She's Spurs. You'd have to hose her.
She's Spursy, mate. She's
You have to
Spursy.
hose her.
Yeah. Like in Pulp Fiction, you know? When they got
Well, you have to
brains in them.
vaccinate her first before letting her in your house, mate.
Let her in the house? What kind of
Yeah,
madness?
because otherwise that waste stuff will get everywhere.
You're going to let her in the house with all your accoutrements hither and thither.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
Do you put a bit of? I'm guessing that you put a bit of tissue paper over the nozzle of the vacuum cleaner when you hoover, just in case.
Of
Hoovering up some of that sticky icky.
oh no, you don't have to worry about that, mate. The only hoovering that gets done on is by me.
I just smoke the hoover bag. It's fine.
I just smoke the hood, baby. No, I mean honestly, none of that gets wasted. Don't you worry about that, Dan.
I think this is a question for you, Zanzi.
Yeah.
No, you're not Zanzi. Did you had Halloween sweets, Zanzi?
No.
Oh,
Zanzi.
Good,
I
no,
did.
because I've already got sweets anyway.
What sweets you got, Zanzi? Tell me about them.
No, God, what have I got? I've got I've still got
Blackjacks, gobstoppers.
no, I've got a packet of Lifesavers.
Don't say Werther's Originals.
No. Lifesavers are like
Caramel
the
candies.
fruit polos. Do you remember them?
Oh, the fruity
Where you got them?
polos.
Did you find these in the back of a drawer or something?
No.
Best
No,
before Tottenham win their next title.
I bought them. I've also got some floral gums, which are really nice. I've got some wine gums.
Palm violets.
No, I'm not very keen on those.
No,
Oh, what? They're one of the best.
They're okay, but they're not one of the best.
They are.
They're not. They're not the Max Dowman of the sweet world.
No,
Oh, here
no,
we
they're
go.
certainly
Here
not,
we
no.
go. Max Dowman of the sweet world. What is
No.
the Max Dowman of the sweet world? Then
Oh, fucking! I should have seen that coming. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I have no idea. It could be anything.
Oh.
It'd be world class. Whatever Jesus eats.
Whatever he eats, it's the best.
You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss, champions of Europe. You're taking a piss.
I think if there is such a thing as a Max Dowman sweet, it's got to be something that you haven't had much of.
Yeah, something that they haven't released yet.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it. Oh, have you heard they're making a new sweet? Yeah, this is silly. I don't mind. Yeah, I think. Listen, I thought I was being a bit forward, giving it the old inevitables, but I do think that that's what we'll be called if we win the league at this point.
Well, at the moment, I'm just loving the way we're being spoken about. You know, when you look at the pundits and everyone else, like them, not so much the fan side of it, but people on TV, they're just speaking so highly of us. They're blown away by our defence at the moment, our record of just not conceding. Even Paul Merson's lost for words for once.
Mate,
you know?
God, no.
I know. Normally, I can't stand what he says, like you, but Merson,
Magic Man.
I know, but he actually just sided with us. Unless he goes, I just don't see how you beat them. You know.
Oh no, but I mean that just means it. Oh God, like, honestly.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
he said some stupid things.
Oh well, when doesn't he say stupid things, bro?
No, he's always saying stupid things.
Oh, there you go.
But he has some of those ones where you just think, yeah.
Yeah.
But he is. I mean, he's a Chelsea fan, apparently. Not apparently. He is a Chelsea fan. He's always been a Chelsea fan. He's born a Chelsea fan.
Is he, the little scummer?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going through some of his best comments now, right? So this is a Paul Merson. There's only one thing there's only one person that gets you sacked, and that's the fans.
Really? What about your playing performances?
There's one person who gets you sacked, and that's all the fans. If you keep walking past the barbers, eventually you'll get a haircut. In England, Rooney is a world-class footballer in the world. United won't fall asleep against Liverpool. They'll win it in their sleep. I think Southampton will finish above the teams that are all below them. David Nugent tore up the championship, but he's gone to Portsmouth and he's a fish up a tree.
Is this all Paul Merson's famous quotes?
Yeah. Don't put too much pressure on Jack Wilshere. In years to come, I think he'll be an Arsenal great like Liam Brady.
I think that's enough about him then, I think.
Reading won't have the confidence to be confident. Every single player on the pitch is now in the Birmingham box, apart from 2 of them.
So not everyone's in there then, Merson.
Everton are literally a bag of revels. Yeah.
Fair enough.
There you go. So that's Paul Merson, and when he speaks, I cover
Switch
my
off.
ears.
Yeah.
Every single pundit has said they can't see how we lose. And Robbie, once again on DR Sports, who I only ever really watched clips of. I don't think I've ever watched a full show on DR Sports, but the clips are good. But he was getting loads of abuse from everyone. And for the fact that he was like, well, actually, I don't think it was him now. I think about it. Someone had said, "Is it Arsenal's to lose now?" And he was like, "Well, was it Liverpool's to lose 5 games ago? I mean, what does it mean yours to lose? Yes, we're on top now, but there are, dare I mention it, 28 games remaining." Football Manager, I've been put right off Football Manager. Sounds like it's poo-poo. Yeah, it sounds like it's really poo-poo. It's got really bad
you haven't
rating.
actually played it yet, no?
No, it's not out for a couple of days. But I was watching Gary's Don't Waste a Trip on Saturday.
Yeah.
And they were talking about it there. And apparently Sam, his Lord
Not
High,
so great.
said 70 approval rating. James B was on TalkSport. So was Deluded. Big up Deluded.
Yeah, nice. I saw the is it DG?
Yeah, Deluded.
Yeah.
Obviously a soft spot for the Arsenal, though. Yes, of course. They all do. Have we talked about everything we wanted to talk about, gentlemen?
Wow. Dare we talk about going on trains in Cambridgeshire?
No, I got the. We were watching TV. Yesterday. Obviously, our oldest was on his way back from London to Cambridge. So when the news came out, sort of Mrs. Scott straight on the phone. I was like, it was going the other way, that train. Don't worry about it. She was like, oh, better safe than sorry. So then she phoned him, and of course, he's an 18-year-old boy. He can't answer his phone the first time it rings when his mum's calling. So we had about 15 minutes of me going, the train, unless he somehow went from London to Doncaster, and then he will have been fine. And apart from anything, he knows how to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he's not getting stabbed. Shit situation to be in. Just it reminded me of the Lee Rigby thing, when that went off. This is one of those times where you think, thank God we don't all have access.
Well, look at that Kirsty Allen thing the other day as well. Someone just booted her, didn't they?
Who?
Kirsty Allen.
Who's Kirsty Allen?
The presenter, TV presenter, right? She used to do sports. Am I thinking of the right name?
I don't know. I don't. You might well be, but I'm not great with names. Kirsty...
Well, yeah, she said she was walking from the studio to her car, and then around about 7 o'clock, this guy was walking towards her. She said she moved out of the way of him. He brushed past her and then turned around and physically kicked her like she was a football, was what she described it as. And then 3 ladies came over to help her or something. But as she turned around, the guy was running off. So, but yeah, the presenter was kicked. I think her name's Kirsty Allen, right?
I don't think it is because I just name checked Kirsty Allen. I can't find her. Kirsty what? Kirsty Allen. That's just coming up with Kirsty Alley. Oh, Kirsty Allen. No, she's jailed. No, top senior reporter of Mum 2 stormed into pub before swinging a hammer.
Does anyone in the chat know what I mean and who it is? Just in case I may have got the wrong name, but I'm sure it's Kirsty.
Does anyone in the chat ever know what he means? And if you do,
knows?
Can we all?
Somebody find out what I mean.
Somebody find out what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, he's talking about Kirsty Gallagher.
That's the one, Kirsty Gallagher.
Okay.
Yeah. That lady there. I was thinking the surname wasn't sounded right, so I was thinking, hang on, you're right there, lads.
Yeah.
We got there.
Noel Gallagher's daughter.
Well, but yeah, she was the one that was kicked. But yeah,
she's the golfer's daughter, isn't she? Bernard Gallagher's daughter.
I have no idea. All I know is that recently she was attacked just by walking into her car.
It's shit, and that should never happen. I want to get Prague. Take it easy. Are you off? Are you going to Prague, Nath? You absolute G. FM26.
Take it easy, dude.
Will only probably work 30 odd seasons in. I don't get more than 2 seasons. Sad time in Jamaica. Idris, I could not agree more. I hope everybody who has friends in Jamaica, and massive love and prayers to all those in Jamaica. Oh, there you go. Look, Deluded's here. Great to see you.
Deluded.
It's mad how often on YouTube you can be talking about something. We were just talking about you being on TalkSport. Good for you, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely
well done,
good.
brother.
Love to see it. Love, drag that platform to some sort of common sense. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, you Gunners. Is it too Deluded? Is it too soon to be calling us the Inevitables? I'm not trying to stoke up anything. I'm just saying. But big up to you and big up to the chat. And the FM26 UI is getting all sorts of complaints. Yeah, apparently, but that's why I didn't go for the beta testing. Do any of you actually get to play computer games? Because I just don't. I don't know when I would ever get to play a computer game that's that absorbing.
The problem I've had with especially football games is every season for me just too fucking long. 38 bloody games. And it's just
you can though. You can, yeah, it is. It's definitely true. But I'm trying to think. I played Football Manager for 7,000 hours. You know, if you're that's too damn much. I mean, 20 hours a week. You know, that was the kind of levels I was playing it. 20 hours a week. I mean, that's a part-time job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just that's not right. I was not right in the head. I'm not saying I am now. Look, Rosie's back. YouTube, Sam Greenwood. YouTube, unless this is a bot, Rosie. Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling. I've never watched Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling, but I do love Mr. Tom. So maybe I'll give that a go. I'm good, Rosie. Geeks of Muckleby. He hasn't been back. And he didn't enter the bloody FPL, like he asked me to send him a link. And I went to all the trouble of cutting and pasting and sending a link, and he didn't do it. Geeks, if you're watching this, you bloody well, unless the only advice I would give you is if your team's actually quite good at the moment, and just fucking don't do it. I don't want to be bottom half of the table in my own league. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking the ball home. If you don't play till all the real players retire, then have you really played? No, I'm on your side, mate. 100% not. 100% not. If you can still name a single player in the league that you're in, you've not played it properly. All the best players. As I mentioned last week, I actually played till I was 99 on one version of that game. So I think it was probably a bit long. That's probably a bit long. But it doesn't. I looked it up, and one of the original brothers of the Keenan brothers, I can't remember what they're called now. He said that we never actually built into it that you have to retire by a certain age. You can just play it till you're 120. I was like, let's get a bit unrealistic now. I mean, winning the Champions League 10 seasons in a row was believable, but this is too much. It was Adam, yours. So, how was your day, Rosie? Yes, it was. How was your day? Yes, it was. I think she's still asleep. Gary. I'm telling you, man, YouTube is slightly weird. Because you mention people and they turn up. Deluded turned up. Now Gary's here. Rosie's come back. We haven't stopped talking about you, Rosie. Gary.
How are the curtains, mate? How are the curtains?
He wants to know about the curtains. Get yourself on here. Let's see your curtains, mate. That's sort of all his power is, his curtains. Yeah. The optical illusion, which is his curtains. Just in case. I'm not saying I'm going to stay up that much longer, but it's Sunday. Couple of beers, couple of cans. Should I just? Do you know what I might do? I might just turn this channel into a well-spoken Lee Gunner channel. There's got to be room in the market there. Couple of cans. What are you saying? What a evening. Massive blessings and highest of felicitations to you all. Gosh, that Arteta is a right wrong, isn't he? Monday evening at 12:30 UK Saturday. It's curtains. Miss you, Zanzi. Zanzi would like, on Zanzi's behalf, as his lawyer attorney present, I would like to say that anything damage to or otherwise stains created on your cartons had nothing to do with Zanzi. My client wishes to plead the fifth on that, don't you, Zanzi?
I'm actually trying to find an avatar with Gary's curtains on, so I can have it on mine.
Well, do you know it'd be nice if you weren't just like a little spinning disc? Is there any way that you can do like a proper full size one? Is that doable?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
It doesn't let you for some reason.
It should let
Let you have a little
you.
stupid circle.
We're just a small dot, we are.
All right.
Well, you just look like spinning discs. I'm like the DJ and you're my turntable. Wicked fresh.
Yeah,
That's it, fresh. Jesus, Kermit's middle finger's here. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. It's a new picture as well as him with jazz. How are you? Ribbit indeed. I was thinking about you today, Kermit. Middle finger. See, because I'm always saying I'm going to do a song for you, but you haven't given me a lot of lyrics to go with. Can you give me some thematic lyrics so I can just write some? I don't even know what style to do it. I was thinking the banjo style from the Muppet movie. So, Dan, be prepared to rank your favourite Premier League winning season, Arsenal. All right, okay. Yeah. I love this. 03 is not a season, mate. 01 is not a season. You mean 02 and 04. Come on. Personally, 98. That was one for me. That was my favourite win. 89, but 89 was too fluctuating. 91 was too processional. 2002 was just a long time. I just felt like, needed to do it. And 04 was just special. Yeah, I suppose you'd have to say the Invincibles, but really, for me, 98. Zanzi?
I will have to go with my first one ever, which is 71.
God. How much of it do you remember, though?
Double. I can remember White Hart Lane beating them 1-0 up.
My uncle was there.
Was he?
Yeah.
I was probably too young at 10.
Never let me live it down. I've seen the double, mate. I've seen us win the league at White Hart, and then when we did the double, I think it pissed him off actually when we did the double in '98 because he was like, he used to say, "You'll never see a double." Well, it won't be done again. Yeah. It's too difficult these days.
But the FA Cup final going 1-0 down in extra time, because it's funny actually, because I was literally sat on my grandpa's knee, and he's the one who gave me the rug, and it was 0-0 full time, and he looked at me and he says, You're going to get all the goals now.
Did he?
I thought, hang on, we just had 90 minutes. Do you reckon they're going to score in 30 minutes?
Well, they scored right. They scored right after the restart, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, Steve Highbury scored, and I was really upset. And Granddad said, "Don't worry, Arsenal will still win." And then this is the real controversial goal because
did George Graham score it? Yeah.
It's either George Graham or Eddie Kelly. And
I think it was Eddie Kelly. No, I don't know. I mean, George Graham swears he got a touch on it, and that'll do me.
Well, they said that because Eddie Kelly knocked the ball forwards, and Graham says he swears he got a touch on it.
It didn't. It's one of those ones where we've all seen it. It's not the goal that everyone watches from that film, is it?
Strangely enough, the one everyone watches was the second one.
Yeah,
for us.
Charlie
George, and then he just laid there
on the pitch. I don't know how many times you've seen it. Obviously, I wasn't born when it happened. Have seen it, a lot since. Something that someone pointed out to me about 20 years ago, and it's absolutely true, is if you watch the referee at the end, he actually goes like this. He's actually two hands in the air, celebrating like that, going like that, the ref. It has been said that the reason was he was just glad the fucking game was over because it was a sweltering hot day and he was knackered. But I still think there's something a little undiplomatic about one of the refereeing officials showing so much joy at the end of a game that Arsenal have won and Liverpool have lost.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Going 1-0 down, 2-1 up to Liverpool is a bit of a theme, isn't it?
Well, Mike Dean done it years ago, didn't he? When Spurs scored against Arsenal.
Oh yeah, he was skipping, wasn't he?
Yeah. He first put his hands up real quickly, put his hands down, then skipped, and then So have a little check up on that one, Dan. Where Mike Dean went to celebrate the Spurs scoring against Arsenal. It's so
wasn't
obvious.
The mighty Gaza free kick, though, was it?
Yeah.
I'd say Gaz is the best player ever, apart from this. Who's this young kid that's come through?
Oh, Max Darman, you mean?
Or Gascoigne.
Gascoigne.
Apparently, that there was also a match in Scotland today.
Nope, didn't know about that. So what is going on? Rosie, you're back. Can you tell me what the fuck was happening in that match? Because I only knew it was on because it was on my Bet365 thing. I thought, it's 1-1, and it looks like it's about to go to injury time. I could not get a bet on Celtic. They've made Celtic ridiculous favourites, and even though it was 1-1, and then the next time I looked, Celtic were 1-3-1. What is going on in Scotland? If it's 1-1 in the dying minutes, did it go to extra time? What happened, Rosie? Let's dredge up that happy memory for you. I know, men.
It did go to extra time.
Huh?
It did go to extra time.
Did it go to penalties?
No.
So in extra time, it must have been. It was 1-1, and it looked like extra time had started, right? And I could not get a bet. I thought, well, I'll bet on Celtic. What are the odds? And it was 1.0 something. It was like you couldn't get odds on Celtic, and the score was saying 1-1. And then the next time I looked, it was 2-1. I don't know. Normally, it doesn't let you put a bet on if the goal's just gone in. I don't know what's going on. Scotland how many teams are there in Scotland? This is a pop quiz question. How many teams in Scotland? Fresh, do you know this?
I'm gonna say.
You've got as long as it takes me to go and have a pee and wash my hands.
Okay, I'm gonna say 7. Just because, why not?
Right,
Dazzy, quickly answer your question.
No, I was believing on that. I was actually looking.
You weren't checking if it was 7, was you?
No, God, no.
It ain't 7. I can tell you, it ain't.
Well, there's quite a few Scottish women teams, and I was looking at the name of one of them, and I don't know whether this is
I was going to say,
appropriately not right or whatever, but it's a women's team. They're called West Dyke. And I thought, okay, I think I'd rather have the name changed somewhat if I was a woman playing in Scotland.
I think I would as well.
Cool.
I don't know. Let's see what Rosie thinks about it. Rosie?
I don't think she can hear you. Do you like to foresee so much into the future that makes you think how our zero shots face team will never get Bayern, Spurs, and Chelsea tricky games? No, I don't really like. Honestly, one of the biggest problems I think I had in following football years ago was I was always looking ahead. I was never really enjoying the moment. I just want to enjoy right now. Right now, we're 6 points clear of Manchester City in second place. We're getting to watch our team go out, and whoever plays is playing really well, and nobody gets a shot against us. And so there's no edge of the seat football anymore. It's all like, I wonder what time we'll get a goal. And if we do get a goal, we've won the game, obviously. That's quite nice. I don't know if that works against Bayern, but I don't think... I'm not sure it doesn't either.
Did you see Don Hussein said, here comes Arsenal's first corner and first goal? And yep, here it is.
And it's becoming, they're doing it. So many opposing fans are doing our work for us because they're making our mythology and aura so great.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think it infects, like, I think if I was, I mean, we've joked about it, haven't we? We'd like rather give away a penalty than a corner at the moment.
Yeah.
You know? So Rosie's come back with there's 12 teams in the SPL.
There is indeed.
Seems like a lot, though. That does
well,
seem
I know
like
of Hearts, Aberdeen,
Hearts,
Rangers,
Celtic or Celtic, and Rangers.
Rangers, someone like that. Hibernian, I believe, or some. I don't fucking know.
Is Mordor a Scottish team?
Shadow of Mordor, yeah.
Yep, is that a team?
Yeah.
Narnia. Is Narnia a Scottish team?
Definitely, that sounds like.
Are they in the top
Scottish
league
team.
though, or are they further down?
I don't know. They just recently beat Rangers, didn't they? So
is Viking Stavanger a Scottish team? I don't know. I don't watch Scottish football. Is who Hoots, Madness, Juice, Loose, this Hus. Is that a Scottish team? I don't know.
That's a wine gums advert, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hoots, Madness, Juice, Loose, about this Hus. We need to practice that, boys. We need to practice.
Yeah.
We were all in it. We've just playing all the right
Out of
notes.
key, out of
It's
key.
not necessarily in the right order.
Oh yeah, Morecambe and Wise, right?
Yeah. Horrendous reffing decision. Asgard shouldn't have been sent off. No, shut up. You've got a play called Asgard. No.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
No.
The Night People. Is that a Scottish team? Calling them East Dyke. Hey, what? Shut up. Is there really a team called East Dyke?
No, I was saying to Fresh that there's a Scottish women's team called West Dyke.
Mhm.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
What happened to East Dyke? Did they fall out?
Well, what about South and North?
No, they didn't fall out. They came out.
Semi-final of the League Cup, that's why it went to extra time. No, I know it went to extra time. I'm fully cognizant thereof. What I wasn't sure is why everyone was so sure Celtic would win. That's what freaked me out a little bit. So, hang on, this would be interesting. Celtic, Rangers, Helen Mirren, Falklands, Killy, some down the load de la level. Dundee and Dundee United. Come, you're just losing. Your imagination's gone there, and it Dundee.
And there's another thing called Dundee Cake as well.
Motherwell.
Oh yeah, fine, thanks.
Aberdeen. Shut up. Just because I'm from London and I haven't travelled much, I haven't been to Scotland, doesn't mean I'm stupid. I know Aberdeen's a type of fucking cow, mate.
Yeah.
Don't be ridiculous.
Moo.
Livingston, I presume.
Yeah.
So well. Oh, Brian.
And there's a team called Stanley as well.
Stanley. Brian Burke says, big up, to whom I would reply. Massive, most massive elevations to Dubai. Massive elevations.
Big up, Brian.
BB, big up.
Rosie says, hey, mate, hope you're well. Who is that in your picture, Rosie, as well? That's very disconcerting.
I'm trying to figure out who she's looking at. Me or Zanzi?
One of us watching me come into the room and one of us watching me leave. That's what you say about that.
Just keeping an eye on everything.
Keeping an eye on the top of my nose. So Scotland's not a real place. Max Dowman is the greatest footballer since Sport Billy.
Rosie is our salmon, isn't she? Because you keep an eye on everyone.
Yeah.
Just Googled funny Scottish face. I bet that wasn't the only picture that came up. I'm going to do the same, actually. Let's do that now. Funny Scottish face. What made you Google that anyway? Funny Scottish. Oh, mate. Well, let's not keep this from you for. Right, here's some of the other ones you could have had. You go. Let's see if we can find a wee sort of funny smiley face now. There you go.
That Triple H to the far right there.
What?
It looks like Triple H to the far right.
What's the Triple H?
You know him from WWE, Shan.
Nope. I don't know. You talking about this one? That doesn't count. That's a silly he's fucking Welsh.
Oh, good old Rapsley Nesbitt right there.
That's Neville Southall.
Who?
That'll do. That will most certainly do. It's all kind of magic. Ho, ho, ho. It's magic. You know. Let's make an Arsenal and Scottish football connection. What Arsenal former player? Oh, hang on. We do have to. I'm glad you brought that up because. No. This is your opportunity to say nothing for a moment. And please don't waste it. Don't squander it. Born in 1951, died on the 31st of October, 2025, Willie Young. just before my time. But for 4 years and for all of the 3 cups at the end of the 70s, Willie Young. So sadly lost him. I know there were black armbands out for him, but sorry news indeed. The sad passing of Willie Young. And I'd like to just raise a can. I don't know if that's a cool thing to do or not, but I didn't know you. I never saw you play, but you're one of ours.
I did, and he had red hair.
Nice.
I have seen photos of him. I can confirm he had red hair, but I didn't see him play. It would have been. He's just before my time. I mean, he stopped playing in the season before I went. The first game, he was playing for Nottingham Forest by the time I was. And I don't remember.
I can remember one of the FA Cup finals, and the Arsenal fans, and they had a banner there saying we got the biggest Willie.
He did. He did pick up an FA Cup winners' medal and 2 runners-up for that 3 in a row. That was a bit. What would the modern Gluminati do with a run like that?
Cry.
No,
Because
they
they
wouldn't
can't
be
moan about
angry.
anything.
They'd be
Right.
hanging effigies of each other. Everything's terrible. All is lost.
To be honest, I think if those sort of people were back then, they probably would have got beaten up by now, and probably So I don't
People
know.
say that. I'm not
Back then,
sure.
man.
I just think I don't know. I don't think they'd be behaving the way they are. I don't think they get beaten up. I think that's why.
Well, imagine them trying to be loudmouth at an actual match. You know, we know what it was like back in the day with the hooligans fighting all the time. So good luck.
Yeah, but I never saw that much trouble.
No, I mean, I never
saw,
really
I
did.
saw a bit of afters in pubs and things, but
Mhm.
I don't think any of these lot would have been staying up late in pubs.
Nah, God let them.
But no, Willie. So do you remember? Were you fond of Willie Young? I use his surname
right. I
because
mean,
otherwise I'm
he's-
asking you a very different question.
I mean,
Oh,
he
you fond of
was
Willie,
big
yeah.
and imposing, but
Big and imposing. You're
yeah,
making this too
right.
easy for me.
but
Just get
he
a bit-
wasn't. He's certainly not going to be up with the rest of the real Arsenal players like the Tony Adams and stuff like that.
No, of course not. But then
Cliff
who is?
Bastons.
You know, like, but who
Yeah.
is? I mean, there's so many centre backs. I mean, I saw somebody. I mean, people talk about Koscielny. I fucking couldn't give a shit for Koscielny. Sorry.
Seriously, why are they bringing up Koscielny for?
Someone was saying, who would you rather? You know, when they're playing that game where you have to, they tell you a player and then they say another player and you have to say who's better. And it's like, I think you got,
Was it out of Shamak and Koscielny or something?
No, it was someone else than Koscielny. I can't remember who it was now, but it was like pretty straightforward. Like, no, not. David O'Leary. Why was David O'Leary at the Burnley game?
I don't know.
Was
an
it 'cause
Arsenal
obviously
fan. Is
Willie
he an
Young-
Arsenal fan or not?
Who, David O'Leary?
Yeah,
I think so. Honestly, well, I think on
because I
some
thought
of
he
them.
was an Arsenal fan. That's why he was there. I assumed that's why
We
he was
fell
there.
out with David O'Leary.
Well, I mean, fall out with who? Did he fall out with what? The
Arsenal fans.
hierarchy or the
No,
fans?
No, he made comments when he was Leeds manager at Arsenal.
Oh, well, then bugger him then, isn't it?
Yes, well, that's pretty much why you don't see him doing too much around Arsenal, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a bit strange to see him there anyway, but I mean,
Well, I thought it was because he played alongside Willie Young, didn't he?
I'm sure he did. Dirty bastard.
No, I thought that's maybe why they invited him.
I don't know.
I always
maybe.
loved that. I mean, I always loved David O'Leary because he was an ever present through my childhood supporting of the club, and then obviously he was an absolutely massive
I've
part
got figurines of him,
Oh,
the Arsenal figurines and stuff
It's
like
just-
that.
like he's proper. It's always funny as well because he's a proper Londoner, but he sounds like he obviously grew up in Ireland. But I don't know what I can't even remember what comments he made that really pissed me off.
Well, I never knew anything
I'll have to
about
look it
this.
up.
I just generally thought he, kept himself out of the limelight really after a while. But I always thought he was an Arsenal fan, but I didn't know he had a fallout with the Arsenal fans. No.
When he was Leeds manager, he said some shitty things about Arsenal.
You're not able
Is
to
he
Google
still
what
our
he said.
record appearance holder? I don't think anyone's
No, I don't think anyone's anywhere near it. I don't think anyone's ever going to break it, unless you get someone like Skelly beating it.
Mate, Max Dowman.
Max Dowman, even.
Yeah, Max Dowman, yeah.
Max Dowman's the best player since.
But who at the moment could it be? Saka at the moment. I mean, he's on the road, isn't he? At the moment,
Saka's 200, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, Saka
in context, Saka would need to do 3.5 times as many games from here.
Yeah.
David O'Leary's 700 and something. I mean, it's
for sure. It's a massive amount.
Yeah, I mean, David O'Leary played 558 league games.
I know, that's a crazy amount, man.
Yeah.
So if you think about without the injuries as well, that he would have missed it. You know, it's a crazy amount when you think about it as it is. But you know,
it's got to be down here somewhere. Let me find the actual record.
It's mad.
He was with us for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, 18 years technically.
Yeah.
But he spent 2 years in the youth team. Yeah, right.
During the youth. Yeah.
He started at Arsenal when I was born, and he left when I was 20.
That's mad.
Yeah,
man. That is crazy. That's
but I'm trying to find his actual record. Oh, 722. Fucking hell. 722 first.
How many times was he? Does it say how many times if he was injured in that time as well, and how many games he missed, or did he play like?
You could probably work it out. I mean, think about it for a minute, because he wasn't playing a lot of Champions League games, so it was only been League Cup and FA Cup. Mm-hmm. So if you did 722,
where are you getting 722 from?
He holds Arsenal's all-time record for appearances with 722 first-team games in a 20-year-long association with the club. In a poll to compile the list of the club's greatest ever players, O'Leary was voted 14th. He assumes the role of club ambassador for Arsenal. I did not know that.
There you go. So that's his attachment then.
He's not doing a great job then, is he? If the only time you've seen him is once every... Oh, mind you, I could do that job.
How long's he been ambassador, though? It's only been a few years.
I don't know, because he was... he went off abroad for a bit, didn't he? He was like, hang on. After Leeds, Villa... I can't say it. Fuck yeah. I'm just terrible with Saudi names. Leary was involved in a complex tax avoidance scheme. That's right. Didn't his brother-in-law go to prison? So struck down in China. The scheme involved 266 equivalent to 763 by Arsenal. O'Leary's club to trustees in Jersey, where it was held for his benefit. It was just resting in his account. But you know, for having played that many games, won 2 leagues, won 2 FA Cups. He won. I mean, he's one of. That's a really good pub quiz question. How many men in Arsenal's history have won 2 League Cups? Because there's not that many, is there?
No.
And Ballon d'Or nominee in 1980. But listen, he's fucking... he's genuinely confusing me now, because I remember I didn't like him for a bit, but I can't remember why. So surely I should just turn my back on that. Right, my eyes are closing away now. See you all soon. See you, Rosie. Thanks for coming back. Dan, does George frequently been seen in Emirates for Arsenal? Say something about our thought process, not to speculate, just a thought. Does George frequently being seen in Emirates versus Arsene say something about our thought? Well, Arsene's been back now as well.
Yeah.
I think there's just a better atmosphere around a club when you invite people who are a big part of it to come back. I think it's really important. I would quite like to see if Patrick Vieira could take over the youth team.
The thing is with Arsene Wenger is at the moment he travels around a lot, going on different shows, doesn't he? Like especially with he goes with there's a show in France that he's on.
Well, to be fair, he actually has a job. Don't make it sound like he's just hopping from one thing to another. He's actually got a full.
No, I mean while the game's on, that's what I'm saying. He's in different locations and doing other things. Yeah. So it's impossible.
I don't know where he lives right now. You might still live in Whetstone, but I wouldn't swear to it.
I have no idea.
But he is currently FIFA's Chief of Global Football Development, so it's a fairly full-on job, isn't it? Manager of Arsenal, says here, from 96 to 2018. God, I didn't even know that. God,
who's that?
Arsenio Wenger. Does that ring a bell to anyone? Le Professeur. I have to play with the Handbrake Earth. I'm amusing me, whatever. We're doing score predictions for Tuesday's game. I think it's a bit late, but maybe we'll jump on. No, we're not. Well, I might do a show tomorrow night or something.
I actually got it right though for Burnley game.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look because you.
I would have done as well had I not spiced it up.
Yeah, if I hadn't said a different score, I would have as well.
Yeah.
I was so close to saying the right one, and then the wrong one came out.
Well, I mean, I was going to go with a 2-0 with him when it was Anzi, but then I thought, no, I'll go with a 3-0 just to make it different, but bugger it.
I can't even remember.
Done,
I can't remember if I said 3-1 or 2. I definitely got it wrong, but I can't. But that's because I'm not psychic, and it's okay to not be. Random word generator says 3 Musketeers. Brilliant. Hey, Box, you're not just late, mate. This is next level late. I love you for it. Good to see you, though. Is it too soon to call us the Inevitables? And we had Chris Antonio on earlier saying, with full swagger, that Max Dalman is the best English player since Paul Gascoigne. And you only need to see him play for 38 minutes in 2 games as a substitute in the Premier League to know that. How do you feel about that? I am not letting that go. Paddy just got binned off Genoa. Oh, yeah, I know. Paddy Vieira. That's why I want him to take over the youth team. Is Patrick Vieira ever going to make it as a manager?
Well, I don't know. Some people
What's he ever done in football?
But he's done brilliantly in football, but just not as a manager at the moment,
Do you know what? It's always really weird how football can be, because when he got sacked by Palace, they had the most horrible run of 10 games.
Yeah.
And then they sacked him and Hodgson came in, and the 10 games that would have been relatively straightforward, Hodgson did a really good job of. And then, of course, by the time Hodgson was fired, when they lost to us 5-1 or whatever it was, and they had the banners out saying time for a change or whatever. And then since then, they've brought in Ollie Glasner. He had a terrible start to his career, but they stuck with him. And now they have their first trophy. It's Paddy Vieira, for me, was a terrible start at Genoa. There's nothing you can say about it. If it goes that bad, it's just that bad.
Yeah. Well, some have tried it and some haven't. It hasn't worked out, Gary Neville will tell you that as well.
The biggest flop in management, yeah.
Well, so is Gary Neville as well, But this is what amazes me when he's on there talking about what people should do. And it's like, dude, you've been to a team, tried to run a team, couldn't do it, and now you're trying to tell other teams what to do. That's great.
I will say this for Gary Neville, though. He's only tried it once and failed.
Well, there you go. At least he's
Tony
not.
Adams
That was miserable, though, wasn't it? Yeah, Tony Adams is.
Tony Adams,
again, he would. I would never rate Tony Adams as a manager to make it. No.
Oh, well, he's not good now, is he?
No.
But no, Genoa's start is, really as bad as it gets. I think they're on 3 points. They're doing the Wolves in the Serie A. They're going down. Fiorentina look like they're going down. It's funny when you look at teams. Sassuolo sounds like a character in a film where it sounds like the sort of character in a film where Al Pacino would play a gangster. Sassuolo. Anyway. Cremonense.
Who you calling Sassuolo? Hey.
Sassuolo. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of, what's the film where he plays the King of the Ricans? He's a Puerto Rican Al Pacino. What's that film?
Scarface?
No. He's Cuban. God, I'm going to kick myself. I don't know this one. I've had 2 beers. Fuck's sakes. Al Pacino, Puerto Rican.
Carlito's Way?
Carlito Brigante. What a film that is.
Yeah.
What a film that is.
Well, everything with him in it is just quality, pure genius.
Almost everything, yeah.
Well, I mean, most of the ones I've seen of him, I've enjoyed. The ones that I've looked
There's the Devil's Advocate, which has got Keanu Reeves in it, which I could take or leave.
No, I haven't really seen that one, to be fair.
I think I've seen every Al Pacino film. Needle Park, Panic at Needle Park, Serpico. They're all brilliant films.
Yeah.
Both of the Godfather films. They should make a third, but they didn't. Do you hear me? They didn't. Now that I'm angry about Godfather films, I think it's tapering off a little bit.
What's tapering off?
This show, our time together.
Oh, okay.
And now the end is near.
The final curtain.
If Gary's.
Yeah.
Gary's final curtain.
That's where you bring Gary's curtains down over the.
I tell you what, Gary's curtains are sort of curtains you bring blind people to see. You know, and they're like, oh my God, I can see. Pluck out my eyes! Pluck out my eyes!
Maybe this Braille. Maybe it's in Braille so I can read it. Oh.
I was just thinking that as well since they touch it. Oh, there's curtains.
Yeah, so it's an optical illusion. Behind him is the infinite void and cavernous depths of hell. Fresh, I'll go to you for your last thoughts. No rush this time. Last time, you know when I'm saying you've got 5 seconds?
Yeah.
The reason I do that is because if a show is under 2 hours, I don't have to edit any of the shorts. It does it for me.
Oh, fair enough.
2 hours or more, I have to painstakingly go through them. I was cursing last week on Friday because it got to 2. It was dead on 2 hours, and I went to the thing and said, "I can't generate clips for this." And I was like, "Fuck, we missed it by 1 second." And then about 4 o'clock in the morning, I realised that somehow it was still letting me do it. So it was all automated, but this time we're at 2 hours 26 minutes. We've done a good show, guys. We've done a lot. We've talked a lot. Max Dowman.
We've done all right. We've done all right.
Max Dowman's better than ice cream. So, Fresh, what are your final thoughts and reflections on an evening spent chatting and rolling smokables that make you say silly things?
Wow, Dan and Zanzi. It's been a pleasure, obviously.
It's not inspiring yet. I'll say that you're not using your platform yet, but
hang on. Give it time. It's building it.
First started off that like one of the old blokes from the old antique show.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to go with a really posh. Yeah, exactly. I was really going for a nice debonair type way, but fuck it. Here we go. So, Dan,
nice.
It's been amazing.
It's been amazing. Where's that?
It's been wonderful. The chat's been absolutely legendary as always. And look, there's DWTT back in the chat. But too late, mate.
You're saying that's mean. I was defending your curtains. I was saying that blind people could see again.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder loves them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He told me. Anyway. Oh, poor little curtains. Anyway, sorry about that, Gary. Back at so yeah, big up everyone. Have a great rest of your night or whatever. If you're going to bed, if you're just staying up, whatever, do whatever. But anyway, see you next time. See you later, legends. Dan, take it easy. Zanzi, take it easy. Everyone in the chat, take it easy, and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. And Zanzi, over to you for your last thoughts.
It's been emotional.
It has been emotional. I feel
it has been emotional.
I
mean, we are top of the league, 4 points clear.
Yeah.
Are we? No, we're not.
No, 6 points clear.
6 points clear. Yeah, that's how emotional I am because I haven't realised I'm that far ahead. So
we've got Max Dowman, who's like a combination. If Pele and Maradona had a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's Dan. The chat's been absolutely emotional as well. They've been brilliant. But Dan, you are the most inevitable of inevitables.
I am persistently inevitable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very in keeping with some of the other final thoughts you've had.
Oh, very clever. They're in keeping because you're a barman. Boy, you're a landlord. In keeping.
I'm going to use that again, but I need to give it long enough so that it doesn't feel like it's as a result of you noticing that. So I'll pencil that in for Thursday because no one remembers Sunday on Thursday, do they? By then, we will have beaten Sparta Praha. There's some good comments here now. What's going on? You wait till I'm. I'd like to confirm: does a Champions League top 8 guarantee second leg at home in? I hope not, actually, because we did better last time when we played the away game first. I don't think it makes that much difference without the away goals. But I don't know. Is a simple answer. Does anyone up here alongside know?
Yep, it does.
Oh, it does. Wonderful. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah.
Cheers,
So
Andy.
all those below the 16 below play, and then they are at home in the first leg against the ones who are already through.
Okay, good. I've been corrected by Charles. Absolutely right. I did say Sparta when I should have said Slavia. So I will punish myself with another sip of this. Naughty boy.
Don't do it,
You
Dan.
need to
Don't do
flagellate
it.
yourself with your pit stick.
You killed your last brain cell, lad.
Stick's not talking to me at the moment.
All right.
Oh, what?
No, it's a long story.
All right, well,
Not long
hope
enough
you get
for
back
that.
together anyway.
So do I. You know, I'm lost without her. So so Slavia Praha, and there are, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you which team is better or worse. Does anyone watch the Czechia League?
No.
I can name every team in the Czech league.
I'm not sure you can pronounce every team in the Czech League, so let's have it right. I doubt you can. But as somebody whose grandmother was Czech, I can say it's absolutely impossible to speak Czech because they don't use enough vowels. So,
You know why, don't you? Because somebody else you got them.
Slavia Praha are actually better than Sparta Praha, but they're on the same number of points. It's just goal difference at the moment. They haven't lost a game yet, Slavia Praha. And then Sparta Praha, then Jablonec, then Victoria Pilsen, Sigma Ulmok, Ziln. You can't pronounce these, fuck off. These are just nonsense. Teplice, Bedupice, Tuklipe, Deiminator. If anyone watching who does speak Czech, this one's for you. Deiminatorukudei, 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 Muslatikluku, Deiminatorukudei, Deiminatorukudei. See, bit of culture. You never know where it's going to come in. It just happens to be at 1:07 in the morning.
You're almost yodeling that, weren't you?
Yeah.
No, it's not untypical for an English person to not have a fucking clue what yodeling is, but we take yodeling very seriously in Austria. So I think you should retract that statement, or
really
prepare yourself for one of our envoys bringing a missive of war.
I'll go for war.
Sounds like fight talk.
Fuck. Last call. Fuck. We don't have an armed forces. Fuck you.
Damn, Tansy.
I'm just worried about the Austrian Navy.
You can laugh, but that's what my granddad served in during the Second World War. They called him Hannibal. It was obviously the Kriegsmarine. And he had to, and they were like, what the fuck are you doing here? It's like, well, come to join the Navy. He had a brother in the Air Force and two brothers in the military, and he didn't fancy that. So he wanted to be a hero, like he wanted to be in the U-boats. They used to call him Hannibal because he'd come over the mountains.
What, in a boat?
Not a boat, no.
I was thinking you was going to say something else then. I was like, don't say it, Tansy. Don't do it.
This guy. This guy. Who's this guy? Anyway,
I've gone cross-eyed now you've done that.
You've gone Gary's curtains. Gary's curtains. So we are getting some Charles. I'm going to make you our special envoy to Europe because I haven't got fucking Scooby about these things. But you have pointed out Slavia Praha did indeed get a 0-0 draw away to Atalanta, which is very good, which is not to be sniffed at. It remains the only point they've... Oh, sorry, no, they've got 2 points. They've got another draw as well. Who else they drew against? They drew Atalanta and got beaten by Inter. They're not in the minnows category per se. Arsenal scouts might be busy. Some talent in there. Okay. Well, let us do that together. Let us talent spot together at 5:45 on Tuesday, where I am tempted to do a watch-along if I can get time off work. Hopefully,
Atalanta are not playing that well this season, though.
No, they're not.
I mean, they played 3 Champions League games. They scored 2, conceded 5, and they've only got 1 of each.
I'm trying to. So Inter absolutely battered Slavia Praha. I'm trying to think. I have to go back and find out who else they played. So they played Bodo Glimt and got a draw. That's it. So they got a draw out of Bodo Glimt and Atalanta. And got battered by Inter. I'm not worried, really. In terms of talent, literally not one of these players I've heard of. So that's good. That means that there's loads. Whoever might be really interesting. I hope that you can all join me on Tuesday for a watch along. Might change my mind. Fuck it. I don't know. It depends if I get time off. Will you both be watching match?
Yes. But is it going to be GMT or summertime?
It will be GMT, wouldn't it?
It will be, yes.
What channel was it on? Sky Sports or?
Yeah, all of them are on Discovery, TNT Plus. All the European games.
Right.
The only time that a game is not on TNT is when it's on the game of the week and it's on Prime. And I haven't looked, but I would say if Arsenal away to Slavia Praha is Prime, then there's something wrong with it. I haven't looked at the rest of the fixtures, but there's a shit show of fixtures coming up. I don't even know how there can be so many. That is not a Prime one.
It's Discovery Plus.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
Yeah, but you can watch it through Amazon as Discovery Plus. I get Discovery Plus as a separate standalone thing, and it's TNT Sports, and it costs me. That's what I watch all the games on. It costs me something like £30 a month.
Well, I don't have those, so I'll have to find something else to watch it on.
Well, you know what we can do? You can watch me watching it, and I'll just tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
The watch along. What are you on about? Live real predictions we did. Live real predictions we did. We haven't done any predictions. I'm going to do a show tomorrow night, just a little short one, just to get the predictions out there.
I will watch it if you do it like in the olden days, where you got A, B, C for the pitch, and if it area A at the moment, pushing the ball
it was one, wasn't it? Box. What was it? There was a phrase that comes from that, which is box A. Oh God, that's going to drive me mad now. When they used to divide the pitch up into 9 or 12, wasn't it? And box starting PSG versus Bayern predicted also. No, done no predictions. We'll do that tomorrow. Sort of 10:30 tomorrow. I'll do a quick little hour-long show. Not longer than that though, because work is calling. There's another 6 weeks of work before we enter into the blissful period of Christmas, in which I, free from the shackles of wage slavery, can spend all my time with my beloved family and you. That sounded a bit sincere. You're all part of my beloved family, but you know what I mean.
That's going to be really bad there. My beloved family and you.
No, I was going to make it even worse by going, my beloved family and you, Zanzi. But I didn't. I didn't want to do that. So don't. Sometimes comedy is not worth it. But my final thoughts, as if you're interested, is just thank you so much for being here. We never know. It's one of those beautiful things about hosting this show. You tell everyone about an hour before the game before the show, and then you think, what if no one turns up tonight? And then you all do, and you're all brilliant, and you all bring great energy. And I find myself looking forward to the next show more and more. And the next show will be tomorrow night. Those of you who can't make it because it's not part of your general scheduling, I will see you on Tuesday for the Tuesday Club.
Dan, before you go, can you switch me in fresh back? Because when you go, we normally have a chat afterwards.
Oh, right. So what difference does it make where you are?
Because I prefer this side.
Well, then can't you change yourself?
No. We can't do nothing.
Why can't you do anything? Can you?
We're just little sparks.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I will leave you to it. Don't touch any of the till. All right. The till's mine. You can help yourself.
I've already put the till away. Don't worry about that stuff.
Behind the bar. That's my job. Fuck off.
Well, yeah.
You needed
was
help.
right
I
next to
hired you help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought we brought fashion to clean the loos out.
Well, yeah, but once I'd done that, I
We
realised
can't
I
even
was
open a
behind the
door in there
bar.
at the moment. It's not even. I've decided we're just going to give it till after Christmas and burn them down. That's it.
Yeah.
But listen, you two enjoy yourselves.
Yeah,
All the
thanks.
banter.
You
Yeah.
can say if you want.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
very much. 1:15. I think I might just go and take my cold limbs off into the.
You're going to
into the
snuggle
boat.
in bed, ain't you?
I've got to get up early, but I am looking forward
Right,
to a day. I'm looking forward to work. It's not the worst job in the world. It's going to be all right. And then I will come tomorrow night. I've got to edit together the food videos I'm doing, just to remind everyone, I'm doing a series called Foods Ball, which is the best food to have with whilst watching football. And I'm starting this season. We're going to be doing sandwiches. So if you have any ideas for great sandwiches that I haven't already thought of, I've got 26 to do so far. We've done
Can we
3
call them
now.
danwiches?
No,
Right, fair enough.
because they're not. So jerk chicken straight in. Now, jerk chicken's not really a sandwich though, so I'm a bit stuck on jerk chicken. It's not a sandwich, but I do love jerk chicken. But there'll be some classics in there: le croque monsieur, the club sandwich, coronation.
What's the biggest
chicken.
sandwich you've ever made, then, Dan? Before you go.
Biggest in terms of size?
Yeah, like you know.
I know. I used to do catering, so I've done like.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, and I've done. What's the longest bread we ever got was especially baked. So it's about 6 foot, 6 foot loaf.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone bake more than that, but because obviously ovens aren't long enough, are they? But no, 6 foot one did one.
It's crazy.
It's very boring though. It's like all deli meats and stuff. I think the problem with sandwiches, people tend to overdo it. So like in America, where you order, they'll give you 3 types of meat, like turkey, ham, and ham, and then it's mozzarella. There's tons of stuff. I like simple sandwiches. The one we've done so far has just 3 ingredients, and I really love it. And there's which I was going to do, Anthony Bourdain's favorite sandwich, which I don't know what the name is, but it's roasted mortadella or pan-fried mortadella with provolone cheese on it. So I've ordered some 2 types of provolone from the Italian. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to be like an extra stone heavier at the end of this. But if you have any particular sandwich requests that we might be able to throw in and do, basically I'm doing them, I'm rating them. And for the World Cup, there will be a sandwich from each competing country. So we've got to, at the end of this, we've got to work out what is the best English sandwich. I've got to tell you, man, there's one called the Big Boy, which is basically an English breakfast in a roll. And that's pretty solid. Egg and cress, cucumber sandwiches, they're all getting done.
Lovely. Sounds yum.
Have you ever had a pulled pork sandwich with gravy?
I used to make them for a living. I used to sell them. And one of the things I did, which I haven't seen anyone else do, this was so popular. So we used to do pulled pork with barbecue sauce. We had a company called World's Worst, which was a hot dog company. But we did pulled pork because my friend JP made the best pulled pork. And it was really popular. We did pulled pork with barbecue sauce, which is pretty standard in a BAP. But then I started doing pulled pork in applesauce, and people really liked it. I've got to say, it's not really for me, but like it is a popular one. Coleslaw, pulled pork. Here we go. Look, Boy Tendio, salami, pepper dew, gherkins, watercress, Dijonnaise on both sides. Best sandwich of your life. Salami. What type of salami? Pepper dew. Is that pepper dew? That sounds like a cheese. Is that right? Is that pepper dew? I have to look. This is really interesting. Salami, pepper dew. That's exactly what I wanted. I don't know anything about it. Gherkin. It's funny. Me and the missus were having a conversation about, because we were talking about egg and cress, and she was saying, "Oh, I used to grow cress," and she's got a beautiful garden. I'm blessed. But I was like, does any other country ever eat cress? I've never seen cress anywhere else. And now here you are mentioning it. What is pepper dew? Pepper pig, I've heard of. Pepper dew peppers. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I see. Yeah. So there's no cheese in this one. Oh yeah. No. You're absolutely right. I have used pepper dew. Really sweet little red and yellow and orange. You get them, don't you? Yes, I know these. Yeah. Okay, this sounds good. Does a salami not matter? Does it just generic salami? Is it a dark salami or a garlic sausage? Do you want cheese? You can add a cheese. I haven't suggested. No, I have it as it comes, man. What do you call this? This sounds like a good one. Pepper dew, salami, pepper dew, gherkins, cress, Dijonais. Both sides. All right. Sure enough.
I invented a sandwich a few years ago. It's really nice. I didn't think it was going to be nice, but it really was. And it is cheese, mayo, gherkins, and sweet chili.
When you say sweet chili, do you mean like
sweet chili?
One of those,
yeah,
like one of those Asian sweet chili.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So cheese, mayo, gherkins, and sweet chili.
Yeah.
We'll call that the Zanzi. Okay.
It didn't sound nice because it was a funny day because it's a hot day and I wanted something. I wanted a chili sandwich and I thought, well, this is boring. This is. I thought, I'll stick some mayo on it. And there's gherkins. All right, I slice up some gherkins, put that in there. I thought, okay, yeah, sprinkle of sweet chili sauce. Started eating it. I thought, wow, this is really nice.
I'd give that a go, definitely. That doesn't sound awful. I mean, I love cheese and mayo is a great combination. I love gherkins, cheese, and mayo. It's just the sweet chili that gives it it's difficult for me to get my head around. But I'd definitely give that a try. And I really want to try Boitendio's one, the salami, pepper dew, gherkins, cress, and Dijonais. That definitely has potential. That's a sandwich recipe you and your mates worked out during high school. Sandwiches were taken very seriously there. I love it. I think it's really beautiful about sandwich. Listen, I mean, there are so many on here. There's the bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Just a standard bacon sandwich. I mean, I was, like I said, I've already done a video for 3 of them. One of which is a croque monsieur, the Monte Cristo, Philly cheesesteak, the po' boy, Cuban sandwich, bifana, the Portuguese bocadillo de jambon, the katso sando, loads, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to give each country a sandwich, and then we're going to try them, and I'm going to see which one is the best sandwich del monde.
I need to ask you a quick question. Bacon sandwich.
Yep.
Red or brown sauce?
It's really interesting because the way this gets decided is it's exactly a conversation me and Dominique had yesterday. She was like saying, well, how are you going to make the white or brown bread? And I was like, you can forget brown bread, right? Yeah. Like brown bread's not an option. It has to be on white bread. And then it comes down to, should it be streaky or back? So what we're going to do is we're going to make one streaky with red, one streaky with brown, one back with red, one back with brown, and it's going to be smoked because I can't be asked for non-smoked bacon. So
that's true.
Best bacon sandwich. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really like ketchup or brown sauce on it. I just want a bacon sandwich.
Is it going to be dry cured though, the bacon?
Not necessarily. No, I don't mind it being dry. Danish bacon's fine with me. The stuff you get. Like I just like that. I just like butter. Lots of butter. That's the
God, yeah. I don't understand it. If you're making a sandwich, you have to put butter on because that's like a blocker to stop all the wet juices going through onto the bread.
Yeah, and if the bacon's hot enough, the whole thing's going to fall apart in your hand. But you're not going to mind.
No,
you're not going to mind. The other thing I'm going to do is a lot of. I'm doing the famous Tony Soprano sandwich that he always used to have. There's a few Italians got a good shout for the World Cup, I would say, but America so far I think is going to win. Salmon, avo, cream cheese, capers makes it a sandwich instead of a bagel because there's no rules.
Don't they have some sort of bolognese sandwich or something like that?
Well, there's the you get a marinara, meatball marinara. It's not for me. I'm sure every sandwich has been invented already. What's fascinating is, like, when you look into the history of some of them, you realize they're only 120, 130 years old. The earliest mention I can find in literature of a croque monsieur is in 1891. I know it's just a ham and cheese toasty, but it is a fucking good ham and cheese toasty. And I'm looking forward to doing that. So it's not going to be like, there isn't great production value. It's very difficult filming me cooking. So it's just a lot of stills, but then there's me eating it going, it's fucking brilliant. It is. And giving it a score out of 10. That goes on a leaderboard. Decimal points are allowed. I've gone a little bit Boris, but that's okay. I'm really doing Jon Snow. It's news night. If this score for bacon sandwich is reproduced across the country, then we are looking for a landslide. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato out ahead of the standard bacon sandwich by dint of the mayonnaise, tomato-y avocado. Oh, BL80. That's it. Blatt with avocado in there as well. But I've eliminated the avocado because I don't want to be pretentious. I don't mind people saying I basically look like Oscar the Grouch, but I don't want them saying I'm pretentious.
See, now the best BLT sandwiches are the ones with the what are the little gem sandwich? Gem
lettuce, gem lettuce. Yeah,
because it's got a lot of flavour in it, and also if you do the cherry tomatoes as well.
That's a good shout. I definitely would take that on board. It's really difficult because I mean, like when you're saying some sandwiches, they're so personal. Like you were just saying, you could like if I said sausage sandwich. There's already like what sausage, what bread, what condiment. So I'm just going to go with I'm going to go with the standard in every case.
Anything German sausage wise is the best.
Well, Germans, we don't in German culture there isn't really such a thing as a sandwich.
No, I noticed that. Yeah.
So like you get you do get rolls.
Yeah.
You get Extrawurstsemmel, Leberkäse. Leberkäse is in there, by the way, which I have to go out on my way to source and no chances winning. But for me, it's the best sandwich in the world. But it has to be served in bread. You have to have rules. There have to be rules. But anyway, I currently have 30 sandwiches to go through. There's 3 down. We're 10% of the way there. I'll be releasing the videos over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can get on board. Hopefully it can elicit some responses and we get people talking. I just want to give people something to talk about that's not how inevitable our league win is.
Nice.
Tuna mayo can't win. There is a tuna melt in there, but not a tuna mayo.
Well, I mean, if Arsenal do win, the Premier League, then you've got to make an Arsenal sandwich for sure.
Ideas on that one, please. Let's hear your ideas. I will put that in the video. I think the sandwich must be made with store-bought sliced bread for fairness. There's some you can't. You can't do that with the po' boy. The bread's really important this isn't about fairness anyway. There's nothing fair about it. Some of these sandwiches are just... I mean, a fish finger sandwich is just miles above some of these sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
But...
if it is store-bought bread, is it going to be thin, medium, or thick sliced?
Yeah, so like for some, I'd say medium mostly, but yeah. I can bake the bread myself, but it will taste like shit. Dominique makes fantastic sourdough, but I can't have her doing that again because that's a stone in weight every month.
Do you like tiger bread, Dan?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Tiger bread. The tiger bread is just the best, man. Honestly.
There are very few breads I couldn't sit and eat at my own body weight of. Like I am ridiculous for carbs when it comes to bread. Like a baguette every day. Like the tradition in Austria is semmeln.
Yeah.
So you start in the morning with white bread, and that bread goes stale in about 2 hours. So you have toastbrot in the evening. I mean, just love bread.
Yeah.
Idris Adam's leaving now and 2 hours ago, which is impressive. Medium slice generally goes well. Thin slices like prison food. Yeah. I mean, it's difficult, but sometimes you have to go for prison food style white bread because I have to say, if it's a bacon sandwich for me, don't get too fussy. It's got to be. Yeah. I keep calling it Mother's Pride. I don't even know if that's still a brand. But anyway, I could talk about sandwiches all night. We are going to talk about sandwiches a lot. I hope you two have a fun time talking to each other. And I hope the rest of you, whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing it, and whoever you're doing it with, is a yes. Until I see you
this has been the longest goodbye ever because it's been half an hour.
Yeah. Well, it sort of morphed into me remembering to get everyone involved in sandwiches and talk about sandwiches. Now I'm going to actually
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Be lucky. Lots of love.
Bye.